A whole lot of Democrats wanted to be president, but in the end, they force-fed America leftovers from a bygone era. Sorry, Joe. We were right all along. 92.5 Fox News.
With each breath, allergens, germs, and viruses get trapped in your nose. Now, there's a simple, easy, and effective way to clean your nose and protect your health. It's called Navage. N-A-V-A-G-E. Available at Navage.com.
Hi, Michael Crothers, owner of Pure Air Conditioning. You might have seen our matte gray trucks with blue and white lettering on the road. Just know that in every truck you see, there's a certified technician who is trained to repair your system, not just sell you a system. As always, you can chat with us online at getpureair.com. Also, please join me every Saturday at 11:30 for the Get Pure Air radio show. I'll be talking about everything from air conditioning maintenance to troubleshooting tips.
We'd like to think a new year wipes the slate clean, but we're realists at Annex Wealth Management. Challenges remain: market volatility, taxes, a pesky virus. It makes you wonder, what's next? Annex Wealth Management is ready to face those issues with you as a fee-only fiduciary with WealthMetric. More than a portfolio review, it addresses your investment, retirement, and tax plan. If you ask, how am I doing? Or more importantly, what am I missing? Visit AnnexWealth.com, click the Get Started button. We're ready. Know the difference. Annex Wealth Management.
Calling out political theft by the left. 92.5 WFSX Estero. Fox News. Right all along.
He'll make his case at lunch. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. President Biden will dine at the Senate with his fellow Democrats, trying to unite them on changing the filibuster rules to stop Republicans from blocking election reform. But a few Democrats are wary of a rule change.
Majority Leader Schumer told Senate Democrats in a memo yesterday he will use a loophole from the Senate procedure to at least start debate on voting rights legislation. He said Monday, Martin Luther King Jr. Day, as the deadline for action.
Fox's Griff Jenkins. Republican Senator Tom Cotton tells Fox.
This election takeover bill that would federalize our election and impose California's voting system on all 50 states. They're going to fail at that as well. And they're going to waste all the time doing that when we should be addressing the concerns of the American people.
A new Quinnipiac poll has inflation being Americans' top concern. It's up 7% the past year to a 40-year high. The poll has the Biden approval rating down to 33%. The top Republican in the House is telling Democrats he will not cooperate with their Capitol riot probe. They want to know about Kevin McCarthy's talks with President Trump that day.
The request is voluntary. It is not a subpoena. Other House Republicans asked to voluntarily cooperate with the committee have so far declined.
Fox's Jared Halpern. Tennis star Novak Djokovic is still in Australia, still hoping to go for a record singles title in next week's tournament. Fox's Simon Owen has an update live.
Dave, the draw for the Australian Open has just been made, with Novak Djokovic included, even as Australia's government considers cancelling his visa for a second time. Prime Minister Scott Morrison says there is no decision yet, but he insisted Australia's rules for travellers are clear when it comes to COVID-19 vaccines.
That individual has to show that they're double vaccinated or must provide acceptable proof that they cannot be vaccinated for medical reasons. That is the policy.
Djokovic is a vaccine sceptic who recently had COVID and says he has not received his shots. Dave.
America's listening to Fox News.
When there's nothing left that makes any sense. 92.5 WFSX Estero. Fox News. Right all along.
This update is presented by Johnston Spinal Care, the leader in spinal decompression. Find them online at 596back.com.
Wink News, traffic.
Very wet morning commute across most of southwest Florida, so be extra cautious out there. We're dealing with some traffic control along Pondella Road between North Kamiami Trail, Business 41, and River Road because of some down wires in the roadway. It's very slick out there as well, so you'll see Lake County deputies and possibly some traffic lights malfunctioning. Be sure to treat any of those as a four-way stop. Crash over on Tice Street at I-75 in the Tice area. No injuries, no roadblock, but again, deputies there on scene. Collier County roads are slick as well, so take it slow out there. We've got a minor crash on Golden Gate Parkway at Tropicana Boulevard in the Golden Gate area. That's your up-to-the-minute traffic. I'm Teresa O'Shea. Wink News now.
Keeping it right here. We're 92.5 Fox News. And we've been right all along.
Let's hear from Dr. Johnston at 596-BACK.
Have you ever had pain down your legs or into your hips and thought, why is this happening? There's a large nerve that comes out of your back that runs down into your leg called the sciatic nerve. This nerve can get compressed by a bulging herniated disc, arthritis, stenosis, or scoliosis. This causes sciatica, which eventually can lead to back, leg, or hip pain, weakness, or numbness. Avoid the band-aids like anti-inflammatories, spinal injections, or painful surgery. Sciatica, as well as bulging disc neuropathy and stenosis, can now effectively be treated with non-surgical spinal decompression at Johnston Spinal Care, 596-BACK. Spinal decompression decompresses the discs and nerves, allowing them to heal. FDA cleared, safe and comfortable. Make a decision to live life without pain. Call my office, Johnston Spinal Care, for a free telephone consultation. 596-BACK. 596-BACK. That's 596-2225.
I'm Mark Anajar from the law offices of Anajar and Levine. Unfortunately, many drivers in Florida do not carry liability insurance or have limits of insurance that are insufficient to cover your injuries. Uninsured motorist is valuable coverage that you can purchase to protect you in those instances. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733 for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
Office in Fort Myers, Naples.
Sales desk, Marty speaking.
Marty, it's all about you in 2022.
About me?
Well, not you per se, but car shoppers who want a great deal from Victory Lane Chevrolet.
They can get a deal here.
Okay, can they get 1.9% for 72 months on new and used?
No, they can't.
So you can't deal like Victory Lane?
I guess not.
Can you deal an additional $1,000 off new Chevys with a trade-in?
No.
Sounds like you can't deal with anything, Marty.
You know what I can't deal with? Your voice.
Marty can't deal. Start the new year in a new ride from Victory Lane Chevrolet. Get 1.9 APR for 72 months on all new and used vehicles in stock. Plus an additional $1,000 off any new Chevy in stock when you trade in your vehicle. Plus our goal of 100% credit approval. Victory Lane Chevrolet on the corner of Fowler and Winkler. Find new roads. Online, VictoryLaneChevrolet.com. All offers on in-stock vehicles with approved credit. Offers cannot combine. See dealer for details at 13122.
Thank you for waking us all up out here, for all you do. And
thank you for giving us the voice.
For being out there helping to keep the constitutional republic.
I want to thank you for
your support for veterans in the military.
Educating us.
Standing up for conservatism.
Giving us the truth.
Daybreak with Drew Steele.
Oh, hey, good morning, Southwest Florida. Glad you're here. 239-479-5592 is the talking text line. We stream live, drewsteele.com. The website, Steele S3 Thank you so much for watching, subscribing to the podcast, and subscribing to our channel, our Rumble channel, to keep these videos going. Hey, coming up this morning, I got a weird question to ask, and maybe you already know the answer. I already know the answer. Jake already knows the answer. Why is the news press doing an article asking how many Lee County residents are fully vaccinated? Like, why would news press do an article on asking how many people are fully vaccinated, and how do they know, and what are they exposing, and what are they disclosing? And that's an odd. I mean, maybe it's not something that's like a HIPAA violation kind of thing. I'm just looking at the headline in the article. I haven't clicked on it yet, but it is fascinating that they're asking that question. Is it not? As if it's anybody's business whether or not I'm vaccinated or not. Well, I guess apparently it is. It should be everybody's business. But why? Why should it be everybody's business? I mean, is there something else? And it's not the news press per se, but there is something to be said about how many people are vaccinated and are not vaccinated, and if you're being compiled into a list. I mean, the Biden administration wouldn't be doing that, right? And there wouldn't be anything locally that people would be doing to like dox individuals to maybe find out where they live, somebody who's not vaccinated. Jake, that wouldn't happen, right? People wouldn't do something like that. That is absolutely ridiculous, right? I should be scold me, Jake, for saying something like that. Just
Why
go
would
ahead.
you say something like that?
Put me down. Make fun of me in some way. Mock me. Go ahead.
Your hair is curly.
We gotta work on your.
Yeah, I'm not.
No, that's good for you. Good for you for not. That's a good trait. That's not a bad thing. That's a good thing. I don't want to be negative here. That's a positive thing. See how nice it is, Jake the Millennial, for all the things that millennials do in general, and Jake does specifically. One of the saving graces, many saving graces of Jake, is the fact that he's just not a mean guy, and it's hard for him to be mean, and that's his way of being. What's the matter with my curly hair? What's the matter with curly hair? Are you making fun of people with curly hair? What's the problem?
My girlfriend has naturally curly hair. If she heard that, I'm probably in trouble.
Okay, yeah,
I'm in a ditch right now. I can step out. I don't want to go any deeper.
Let me tell you something. People pay to make their hair do this, okay? What my hair's doing. Which I have. Can I just say this out loud? Listen, we're family, okay? And believe me, we're going to get to important things this morning. But we're family, and so I tell you things. Recently, oh gosh, do I even want to go here? I don't care. I'll do it. Recently, I had a couple of people who said that my hair looks a lot like Rand Paul's hair. And Rand Paul's hair is curly on the top and straight on the sides. Look at Rand Paul's hair, and then look at my hair. I have naturally curly hair, but as I've gotten older, my hair on the side of my head doesn't curl, but the top of my hair curls. So I have curly on the top and straight on the sides, and it's it's a weird look because it almost looks fake. This is like hold on. I was a small child, and many years ago I thought, well, it's my therapy. Have you looked at his hair? Do we kind of have the same look going on? You have to look.
I didn't even have to Google it. I immediately knew.
You did. You knew exactly. Yeah.
About 75%. You know.
Is that an insult? I mean, at least some might say, if I were going to be, upset about it, I would say, well, at least I have hair. But you have tons of hair, so I can't even say that to you. And maybe I should say that. See, I can't say it to the people who've said it to me either because they've got a ton of hair and they're younger and better looking. Anyway, 239-479-5592. Hey, a couple of things we're going to get to this morning. A lot of people asked me about my interview yesterday with Matt Caldwell. We hit on a lot of topics here in the state of Florida. Legislative session in full mode up in Tallahassee today. It has already begun. And one of the issues I brought up a couple of days ago that we touched on yesterday was about redistricting. There's a lot of things that are going on with redistricting around the country. And this cry from Democrats that this is so unfair because Republican legislatures are going to make it so that Democrats will never be elected because they're going to gerrymander districts and they're going to make it so that Democrats have no... Well, it's interesting because even in Ohio, the Supreme Court is rejecting the GOP-backed redistricting, GOP-backed redistricting. Well, why are they doing that? Is it because the court there in Ohio is packed with libs and it's all about politics? Yeah, might be. And elections have consequences. And we want people that are going to strengthen the Florida state constitution and the Supreme Court that are going to abide by and are not going to make it political, kind of like the way it is on a federal level. But there are, there was a story in Red State a couple of days ago about whether or not the state of Florida is giving Democrats too much. Just giving away the House, if you will, or the Senate. See how I did that? It was a kind of a, thank you very much. I'll be here all week. Try the veal. Or don't. So we'll get to that story, and that's 6:35, Matt Caldwell. We kind of dug into that and some other things going on here in the state. Also, listen, Is it possible? Is it really true that Joe Biden is in such bad shape right now? Like the spinning of the toilet and how that works. By the way, which way does it spin? Does it spin clockwise or counterclockwise? Which way do we spin?
On the toilet?
Yeah.
You don't spin on the toilet. You sit. What do you mean spin the toilet?
The water in the. I know how to. I'm just saying the water in the toilet spins which way? Think about it.
Clockwise.
Think about it.
Clockwise.
Are you sure? Do you want to bet your reputation on this?
Yeah, I do.
Do you want to? If I said that right now Joe Biden's poll numbers are circling the drain, if I'm talking about maybe I shouldn't even say toilet, but circling the drain. Which way is it spinning? Which way is it going? Which way are we spinning, Biden? Right down the toilet sink, whatever. Which way is it spinning? Bet your reputation.
Clockwise.
Just going to leave it there. Going to leave it as a wide open question. Might want to, don't Google it. Anyway, so with that, is this really true that Like the next person up is Hillary Clinton? It's like,
I'm really offended personally.
So are we, but people are making the case Hillary Clinton 2024. Hill's heading back to the Hill. It's like that totally was not that was not drum worthy. So we'll get to that coming up. And let's get to this right now. Look, Chuck Schumer is desperate. Chuck Schumer is desperate to have some wins right now for Democrats. Desperate for not only legislative wins so that they can say and go back in 22 and say that they had legislative wins to their progressive liberal Marxist constituents. But we also are in a position right now where the wins are going to be needed right now. Why? Well, because it's obvious, right? The wins, whether it is this Voting Rights Act bill, whether it's building back broke, whether it's a lot of different things that Democrats have been pushing. If they're going to do and get their liberal Marxist progressive agenda moved forward, which is the goal, which is not about the Constitution and the rule of law and a lot of other things. All right, maybe the rule of law is stretching it. But in order to do it, they're going to have to get it done now because the disaster is on the horizon. We are on the precipice of what many people have been saying is a destructive force coming through known as a red wave in the 22 election. And so you got to do it now. And Chuck Schumer said as much. Like, why in the world are they pushing so hard for this Voting Rights Act? Clearly one that they would like to see pass by any means possible because they know how it is going to help them. I mean, who needs voter ID? You need identification for everything else in life. But when you're voting, we don't have to do that. We'll get rid of that. We're going to be doing mail-in ballots on steroids. All kinds of different things going on with this. And listen, Chuck Schumer knows exactly what's happening there in the Senate. If they don't get this, they're going to lose elections.
Not just among a few senators, but just about every senator, every single one of the 50 is talking individually to Joe Manchin, to Kyrsten Sinema. And they're saying things like, I'll lose my election if the legislature is allowed to do this in my state.
Really? Oh, they're going to lose elections. So he's saying they're going to lose if the legislature in different states allow for the protection of the rights of individuals to vote, to strengthen the ability to vote, while at the same time simultaneously making sure that it is less of a possibility to cheat. Chuck Schumer's like, if we don't get this voting rights thing, we're going to lose elections. Is that, are you saying the quiet part out loud, Chuck Schumer?
We'll lose our majority, but more importantly, we'll lose our democracy. And those speakers yesterday that I mentioned were very powerful.
We'll lose our democracy. Everything is it's a loss of democracy. I'm telling you, it is. It's dogs and cats getting along all over town, as Bill Murray once said. It's awful.
So we're having constant discussions. Last night for 2.5 hours, 9 senators of disparate ideologies and regions met with Senator Sinema.
Disparate ideologies and really? Yeah, when it comes to Democrats and disparate ideologies, yeah, that's not really happening. They're all pretty much on the same page. It's
as soon as I finish this interview, and 9 of us are meeting with Manchin. We're having constant discussions, and we're exploring ways. They are against eliminating the filibuster. Many in our caucus are for it, but even those who are not are for changes in the rule. We're not for eliminating it totally.
Oh, changes in the rules, everybody. So you see, we just got to tweak it. That's all. It's just changes in the rule. What Chuck Schumer is talking about is maybe for a limited time, just for a month, so we can move things forward. We can't have the tyranny of the minority in the Senate take over what is our constitutional republic. yeah, that's a joke, right? Well, the joke's on Chuck Schumer, because we're going to take a break right now, and when we come back, how is the joke on Chuck Schumer? You're going to find out, because Tom Cotton did the ultimate troll on the floor of the Senate yesterday. It was fun, remarkable, and you'll get to hear it coming up in just a second. It's Daybreak 92.5, Fox News, right all along with traffic. Here's Therese O'Shea.
Very wet morning commute across most of southwest Florida, seeing wet roads out there, especially throughout Lee and Collier counties, but a lot of rain coming down for your morning commute in eastern Lee County, toward Lehigh Acres and parts of LaBelle, and along the East Trail toward Marco Island in Collier County as well. So take it slow out there. A lot of slick spots on the roadways this morning. Heading out through the Tice area of Lee County, we have a crash on Tice Street right near I-75 at the overpass. So watch out for some flashing lights as deputies are trying to get that cleared. We're also dealing with a crash right now heading through Golden Gate in Collier County. That's at Golden Gate Parkway and Tropicana Boulevard, seeing some slight delays along Golden Gate Parkway nearby. And in North Fort Myers, we have traffic lights malfunctioning, some power outages in general because of some wires down in the roadway along Pondella, right near Business 41 and River Road. So deputies are out there doing traffic control. Just be extra cautious, and any lights you see out, treat as a four-way stop. That's your up-to-the-minute traffic. I'm Therese O'Shea. Wink News now.
Wink Weather Authority.
After a few scattered showers this morning, things should clear out this afternoon with mostly dry conditions. Highs in the upper 70s under mostly sunny skies, with very breezy conditions kicking in later this evening with wind gusts as strong as 22 to 25 miles per hour. I'm Wink News Weather Authority meteorologist Nash Rhodes.
92.5 Fox News. Right.
This
all
Fox
along.
Business Report is presented by the Darda Real Estate Group at dardagroup.com.
I'm Maria Bartiromo, and this is the Fox Business Report.
Wall Street staying positive Wednesday. The Dow closing up 38. The S&P was up by 13. Research sheds light on the amount of time people around the world spend on mobile apps.
According to app analytics company App Annie's State of Mobile 2022 report, people in the world's top 10 mobile markets for Android spent an average of 4 hours and 48 minutes a day browsing apps last year. 7 out of every 10 minutes said to be spent on social media apps. TikTok downloaded the most worldwide last year, followed by Instagram, Facebook, and WhatsApp. Kristen Goodwin, Fox News.
General Mills is introducing the mashup to end all mashups when it comes to cereal. They're combining Lucky Charms with Cinnamon Toast Crunch. You get a box filled with marshmallows and Cinnadusted squares. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Jill Nato, invested in you.
Are you ready to list your home for sale? What if you could receive a guaranteed offer on your home with no showings, no open houses, and no stress? Contact the Darda Group at dardagroup.com to learn about their guaranteed offer. The Darda Group has 30 years of experience and consistently ranks in the top 3% of real estate agents in Lee County. Find out if your home qualifies for a guaranteed offer and how you may receive an offer in as little as 24 hours and close escrow in as little as 21 days. No home prep, no showings, no open houses. You control when your home is sold and when you move. Learn more about this elite real estate team and the guaranteed offer at dardagroup.com. Don't wait. Schedule an appointment at dardagroup.com. That's dardagroup.com. A Compass Realty broker.
Hi, this is Earl Ron, president of New South Window. If you need new windows or doors for your home, heads up, this message is for you. New South is having a one-day factory sale this Saturday only in our factory showroom. 40% off high-performance award-winning windows, 40% off energy-efficient windows and patio doors, 40% off our factory direct products installed. Bring in your measurements for on-the-spot pricing or call today. One day only, this Saturday from 9 till 4. New South windows are made in Florida, for Florida homes, by Florida workers, and we guarantee them for life. Please visit us at newsouthwindow.com.
The new year means new opportunity to save money on your insurance.
Hi, this is Brian Chapman at Chapman Insurance Group. Now is the perfect time to take a look at your plans for the year ahead. If you're considering a move, getting a new car, have new drivers hitting the road, or just want to reevaluate your coverage and costs, give us an opportunity to quote your home, auto, business, or flood policy. At Chapman Insurance Group, we can save you money for the same or better coverage.
Visit CIGFlorida.com or call an office near you today. Naples, Fort Myers, Cape Coral, Port Charlotte, and Punta Gorda.
I'm Stuart Duncan from Duncan's Diamonds, and I want to be sure you're given the best prices on fine jewelry and diamonds. Other jewelers don't like me. Why? Because we offer better prices and a superior experience. If you go to Tiffany's, you're going to get a great product, but pay 2 to 3 times what it's really worth. If you go to a chain store, you're going to get something that's really cheap and bad quality. Don't settle for high prices, low quality, and a bad experience. Buy real jewelry from me, Stuart Duncan, a real jeweler. The love of your life will really be proud to know that their diamond came from Duncan's Diamonds. Your true love deserves the best. And at Duncan's Diamonds, we will not be undersold by anyone, anytime, anywhere, and I will make sure that you can count on it. Duncan's Diamonds. It's worth the drive for the best prices on diamonds and fine jewelry. Come to one of our 3 beautiful locations.
In Fort Myers on US 41 and the Gulf Coast Town Center and Naples at Mercado.
Your home is calling you to live the good life, starting now. And River Hall is where it all starts. A true paradise. River Hall is one of the Gulf Coast's most exclusive master plan communities, with homes priced from the 500s to the 800s. Upscale country club living, complete with a Davis Love III Championship golf course, all waiting for you. Here's to finally finding the perfect place. Here's to home. River Hall is just 20 minutes east of Fort Myers in the River Shores District. Come see model homes now. Visit liveriverhall.com.
Eating dinner in your underwear?
Honey, put some clothes on.
Taking cold showers every hour? Or pitching a tent in front of your refrigerator to stay cool. These are things you can do to beat the heat in your home. Or get a $49 preseason tune-up with no breakdown guarantee.
I love Cool Today.
Call today, cool today. Visit cooltoday.com.
Have you heard them yet? Clay Travis and Buck Sexton, today at noon, right after Glenn Beck. 92.5 Fox News. Right, all along.
Listen, every Democrat there in the Senate is talking about how, or has talked about how, listen, you can't blow up the filibuster. This is something you got to keep. Can't abolish it. So Tom Cotton steps up to the floor of the Senate because he wants to talk about this as well. And he had a riveting speech yesterday, Senator Tom Cotton.
Right now, we are on the precipice of a constitutional crisis. We're about to step into the abyss. I want to talk for a few minutes why we're on that precipice and why we're looking into that abyss. Let me first ask a fundamental question. What is the crisis that calls for the undoing of 2 centuries of tradition?
Yeah.
Are senators merely doing their jobs as legislators, responding to a generalized public calling for the abolition of the filibuster?
Yeah.
Clearly not. It is not the American people at large who are demanding detonation of the nuclear option.
It's pretty powerful, right? I mean,
the nuclear option is being pushed largely by the radioactive rhetoric of a small band of radicals who hold in their hands the political fortunes of the president.
Woo! I mean, this is powerful stuff, everybody.
The Senate is not a majoritarian body.
Wow. He's passionate, Tom Cotton.
The bottom line is very simple.
Yeah.
The ideologues in the Senate want to turn the Founding Fathers, what the Founding Fathers called the cooling saucer of democracy, into a rubber stamp of dictatorship.
Man, I mean, this is powerful stuff that he's talking about here, Senator Tom Cotton. And then after all of the powerful words for a minute and a half, he says...
Those are powerful words.
Yeah.
But they're not mine.
Wait, they're not?
Every word of my speech today was originally spoken by our esteemed colleague, the senior senator from New York, Chuck Schumer.
He puts a picture up of him, too.
Senator Schumer spoke so eloquently in defense of the Senate's rules, customs, and traditions when the fortunes of his party looked a little different.
Yeah, the ultimate troll, Senator Cotton, using Chuck Schumer's words against him back from 2005, and many other Democrats have done the exact same thing. Got to call it out. Hypocrisy, you got to call it out when it's there, and who's doing it?
92.5 Fox News. Right, all along.
Hi, this is Jay, president of Big Island Builders. For over 20 years, we've been building homes in Naples and Southwest Florida. During that time, our company has had the privilege of building truly unique homes. One of those homes, located on Yucca Road in Naples, has caught the eye of the publication Gulf Shore Life. If you would like to see this home for yourself, just go online and visit our website at bigislandbuilders.com. That's bigislandbuilders.com. And check out this truly unique custom home.
Every day in business brings something new. So get the flexibility of our new mobile service designed for your small business. Introducing Comcast Business Mobile. You get the most reliable network with nationwide 5G included. And you can get unlimited data for just $30 per line per month when you get 4 lines. Or mix and match data options.
Simplicity and savings, all from one provider. Get fast and reliable Comcast Business Internet and mobile for your small business today with no line activation fees or term contract required. Plus, see how you can save up to $500 a year on your wireless bill when you switch. Call 1-800-501-6000 or go to ComcastBusiness.com today to learn more. Comcast Business, powering possibilities. Restrictions apply. Requires Comcast Business Internet. Taxes, fees, and other charges extra. Most reliable based on RootMetrics US report. Results vary. Not an endorsement. Compares pricing to top carriers. Reduced speeds after 20 gigabytes of usage. Actual savings vary. Call for details.
For the pizza guy.
Sweet, just in time. Game's about to start.
For the gotta run to the store guy.
The dip! Where are they? Hurry!
For the I have to take my kid to a birthday party today parent. The NFL playoffs are not spent on a recliner or a bar stool watching the games. Cowboys, 49ers. Sunday at 4 on 103.3 and 105.9 Fox Sports Radio. 92.5 Fox News and the Fox Sports Radio app.
Here we go now!
It's the 55th annual Naples Boat Show, Thursday, January 20th to Sunday, January 23rd, in 2 great locations, on land at the Naples Airport and in water at the Naples City Dock. Check out nearly 150 exhibitors from around the world with boats of every type and style, from flats boats, center console, and bay boats to cabin cruisers, yachts, and mega yachts. Plus, check out great deals on a wide variety of accessories, equipment, gear, and services for boaters at the nautical market, as well as food trucks and fun kids activities all weekend long. There's something for everyone at the Naples Boat Show, Thursday, January 20th to Sunday, January 23rd. On land at South Terminal parking at the Naples Airport and in water at Naples City Dock. Enjoy free parking at the Naples Airport and trolley transportation to and from the Naples Airport and Naples City Dock. Kids are free with a paid accompanying adult. For more information or to buy tickets in advance, log on to naplesboatshow.org. That's naplesboatshow.org. The 55th annual Naples Boat Show, hosted by the Marine Industries Association of Collier County.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. Top House Republican Kevin McCarthy says no to an interview with the House committee investigating the January 6th riot at the Capitol, calling the committee illegitimate.
Committee Chair Benny Thompson had asked McCarthy to provide records and answer some questions about his communications with former President Trump on the day of the attack. Thompson said they need to learn more about the former president's state of mind at the time. Several other House Republicans who were asked to voluntarily cooperate with the committee have declined so far.
Fox's Jill Nato. The Biden administration is reportedly sending federal medical teams to 6 states to help with the coronavirus surge.
The states are New York, New Jersey, Rhode Island, Michigan, Ohio, and New Mexico. USA Today reports the states were selected because their hospitals are especially pressured by the outbreak.
Fox's Gary Baumgarten. America's listening to Fox News.
Wink News, traffic.
Very slick start to your morning commute on the roads across Southwest Florida, especially throughout Lee and Collier counties. We, in fact, have some wires down in the roadway on Pondella Road, right between North River Road and North Tamiami Trail, where deputies are doing traffic control, and we're seeing some traffic lights in flash, so be sure to treat those as a 4-way stop. In Lehigh Acres, a hit and run at Alabama Road South and 45th Street Southwest, causing southbound delays heading towards State Road 82. Also dealing with a crash in Golden Gate. Injuries reported at the intersection of Golden Gate Parkway and Tropicana Boulevard. And another crash over toward Immokalee Road and Northbrook Drive in North Naples. That's your up-to-the-minute traffic. I'm Teresa O'Shea. Wink News now.
Wink Weather Authority.
We'll start things off with scattered showers this morning before things clear out in the late morning and early afternoon with mostly dry conditions in the forecast. Highs are in the upper 70s under mostly sunny skies. Expect breezy conditions to kick in this evening, but by this weekend, will remain in the mid-70s. It's not until Sunday into Monday. Our next cold front will bring rain chances. That'll also drop our highs into the upper 60s to kick things off in the upcoming work week. I'm Wink News Weather Authority meteorologist Nash Rhodes.
Need some inspiration? Don't look left. Look right. Here. 92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
It's Fred Kobe with your Kobe Cooling Tip of the Day. I've been told once that I'm the most credentialed mold investigator in South Florida, which kind of makes me a nerd in this business. When your air conditioning guy's talking to you about mold, he doesn't know what he's talking about. He's just trying to sell you a solution that probably won't work. When you hear about ultraviolet lights and the duct cleaning, you're listening to somebody who has no idea how to solve a mold problem. If you want real answers and real solutions, give me a call at 239-482-1542 because I'm actually an expert and have the training and credentials to back it up. I won't sell snake oil solutions, and I'll tell you the truth. When you think of air conditioning companies, we hope you'll think of Kobe Cooling. No nonsense and no pressure. We're the company your neighbors use. License CACO 57313. Kobe, the most trusted name in this business since 1949. Locally owned and operated.
Sales desk, Marty speaking.
Marty, it's all about you in 2022.
About me?
Well, not you per se, but car shoppers who want a great deal from Victory Lane Chevrolet.
They can get a deal here.
Okay, can they get 1.9% for 72 months on new and used?
No, they can't.
So you can't deal like Victory Lane?
I guess not.
Can you deal an additional $1,000 off new Chevys with a trade-in?
No.
Sounds like you can't deal with anything, Marty.
You know what I can't deal with? Your voice.
Marty can't deal. Start the new year in a new ride from Victory Lane Chevrolet. Get 1.9 APR for 72 months on all new and used vehicles in stock. Plus an additional $1,000 off any new Chevy in stock when you trade in your vehicle. Plus our goal of 100% credit approval. Victory Lane Chevrolet on the corner of Fowler and Winkler. Find new roads. Online, victorylanechevrolet.com. All offers on in-stock vehicles with approved credit. Offers cannot combine. See dealer for details at 13122.
Health insurance. We all hate it, but have to have it. Hey, Southwest Florida, it's Tyler McCluskey. Are you paying too much for health insurance or worse, have none at all? I host a show every Saturday at 11 a.m. right here on 92.5 Fox News. I discuss everything health insurance and how to save you money. Tune in this Saturday at 11 or call right now to get a free quote. 239-633-3140. The Tyler McCluskey Show. 239-633-3140.
Wink was there for the heartbreak.
From the Champlain Tower. Wink was there for the tragic conclusion.
Those
remains were found
to be human remains. Wink was there for the justice.
How do you wish to plead? I plead guilty. Wink was there.
I'm really sorry. And there.
And there.
Confirmed tornado. Which is why you need to be here. Wink is there when news happens.
And first when news breaks, we know you'll agree.
The place to be at 3
is Wink TV.
Tonight, Jared Padalecki is back as Walker.
The star is only as good as the person wearing it.
He must let go of old friends.
Losing Mickey, it hurt. She was the partner I didn't realize I needed.
And embrace family.
You're my brother. You are my partner, too.
And when it comes to justice,
these people are dangerous.
He will never step down.
I can answer that call. Let's go.
Walker, followed by Legacies, only tonight on the CW.
Tonight starting at 8 on the CW.
Have lunch with Clay and Buck at noon, right after Glenn Beck at 9. 92.5 Fox News. Right all along. This is Daybreak with Drew Steele on 92.5 Fox News.
Researchers found that Netflix has continued to produce content that shows people smoking, despite making a pledge that they would stop. People don't want Netflix to glorify addiction while they watch 5 hours of Netflix every night.
Come on, that's actually true. Let's be honest. How many people are doing that? Come on, Jake. How many people do you know are sitting around like with Netflix or Wondrous World of Willy Warcraft's Part 17 with their headsets on? I mean, like, how many people are addicted to so many different things in this world? Just everybody. I don't know. I don't know if I could do that. I don't know that I've ever binge watched anything.
I used to think that too.
Yeah, and then what happened? Then you binge watch. But what was it? What did you like? In other words, it was you said, all right, you know what? I've never watched The Sopranos. I don't know anything about The Sopranos. I mean, I know everybody talked about The Sopranos. It was a huge thing, and they even did another movie about The Sopranos going back in time, and Tony Soprano and everything. So I'm going to watch The Sopranos from the beginning. And then you binged it for a whole day and watched 5 seasons of it? Is that what you ended up doing?
That's how it goes.
That's how it goes. Okay. Do you want to share with people what, maybe this is kind of therapeutic? Do you want to share with people what it is that you binged for the first time that you never watched before, that you sat on one of these services and wasted your life? I mean, entertained yourself?
Pretty sure it was Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad. Okay. Another one I don't know about. But another one that people talk and they're like, oh, did you see the episode? No.
It's about a high school chemistry teacher who sells meth.
239-479-5592 is the talk and text line. Streaming live, drewsteele.com, the website, Steele S3Es. We appreciate you watching and subscribing to the podcast and to our channel on Rumble. Yesterday, we had a conversation with Matt Caldwell, and I wanted to, and a couple of people asked if we would replay it because it had to do with some of the things that are going on here in the state of Florida, keeping an eye on session. And one of the things I brought up was a story from Red State just a few days ago about how Red State was complaining that here in the state of Florida with redistricting, they had a couple of maps the Senate put out, a couple of maps. It looks like there's 2, and this is what they're going with. And in the story, it's saying, listen, what are we doing here? In other states, they've got maps that are like way red, like Republican to Democrat. There is a split, and I think in the state is going to be 16-12 Republican to Democrat. But the point of the article was that, listen, in other states, they go heavy to one side when there's redistricting. And so why not make it 21-7? Why not make it a huge number to enforce or reinforce what is the Republican majority in the state?
Well, a couple of comments. First of all, one of the theses he has in that article is that Democrats in Illinois and New Jersey do this, so we should do it too. And any time that's somebody's argument, I really get pretty suspicious because we're the party of principle. We should be looking at what the Constitution says. And what our Florida Constitution says about this does make it a challenging question. Voters adopted in 2010 the amendment called Fair Districts. One of the restrictions is you can't purposely draw a map to benefit a political party, a political outcome. You're supposed to draw maps based on objective standards, geography, political subdivisions, counties and cities, and then let the chips fall where they may. And you layer into this that back in the last cycle, you had a Florida Supreme Court that was moderate to liberal, and the majority smacked down the Florida Senate back in 2016, threw out their map, adopted a much more liberal map in opposition to it. So there's a lot of sting still left in that in the staff level. Now, we all know that Governor DeSantis got elected. He replaced those liberals. We have a solid constitutionalist majority on our state Supreme Court. So it really comes down to how are you going to approach this question? One other thing that I think's fascinating about redistricting, and I'm 100% a term limits guy. I'm not going to back away from my position on that. But because we have 8-year term limits in the legislature, this is the one issue happening every 10 years where most of the people who vote on it each time have never actually dealt with the question before. I mean, you come from a medical background or a banking background, an insurance background, you may be a teacher. Okay, you can show up and you know those issues, you can work on them, you can argue them. Redistricting is a really specific discipline, and most of the folks that serve in the process, there's a lot of people that will get elected to the legislature and never get a chance to ever vote on it, much less learn how to deal with it. So it becomes staff-driven, and there's choices that have to be made, and I think here's where the article does have a point. It seems like this much more staff-driven process is being too cautious. They're not looking for reasonable constitutional opportunities and kind of just taking a push on the whole map when it comes to congressional districts in particular.
Right. So for those that don't know, and what this article was describing is the maps that are being drawn up right now. I guess it's 16-12 Republican to Democrat. That's what the map pretty much represents, either one of the ones that are being presented. And so the article is saying, well, why are they not going full bump? Like, why not make it 21-7 Republicans? Why not really strengthen this? And this was the argument that they were making and that you were talking about with regard to, listen, Democrats do this kind of thing all the time. Why are we not doing this? And then, but this is an interesting point that we have to talk about, and it has to do with this. It seems vague, does it not? The idea of fair districting, because what is the right number? Who gets to dictate what the right number is that you can go to where it doesn't become political? And now remember, and again, Republicans are not going to rule the roost, if you will, forever. They're not going to be in charge of the House and Senate, and you're not going to have a Republican in the governor's mansion. It's not going to happen forever, okay? So sooner or later, these questions are going to be answered, especially if you have Democrats who even according to this article, just are going to throw out all the rules anyway, because they're Democrats. But the point is what is that number? I mean, who's to say the 16-12 couldn't have been 18-10 or couldn't have been 17-9, or what is that right number?
Yeah, that's really the challenge. And ultimately, this is where the members are going to have to, if they want to do something different, they're going to have to step up to the plate and make a strong constitutional argument from their own perspective. And that's something I think, Drew, people just kind of breeze past a lot. Yes, our Supreme Courts are the arbiter of constitutionality once something gets litigated. Ultimately, they get to be the umpire to call the balls or the strikes. But every single person that's elected to office swears the same oath to the Constitution. So whether you serve in the governor's mansion or in the legislature, you are held to the same expectation to look at the Constitution, interpret what it means, and make a decision based upon that. You're not just abdicating your responsibility to the court. You need to be prepared to argue what is the constitutional action that you can take here. And in that regard, I think the legislature absolutely has the right and really the responsibility to be robust in their action when it comes to any of the decisions, and redistricting's chief among them. Don't let it be a process driven by fear of the court. Last time in 2010, the Florida House drew maps under the fair districting amendments. They never lost in court. In fact, it was so unassailable, the leftists that sued the Senate and the congressional maps didn't even try to sue the House maps. And those House maps resulted in an increased majority in the House for Republicans. So you can follow the standards. You can commit to what fair really means objectively, and still have maps that reflect where the state is, which is a majority conservative state.
That's Matt Caldwell from yesterday, as we were talking about the redistricting here in the state and keeping an eye on it. And listen, it's one of those things where, again, as he was describing how it was unassailable, how, listen, Democrats were trying everything that they could the last time around to try to stop what was the maps, the redistricting maps through the courts. And the courts were like, no, this is unassailable. This is, we're fine. Everything is good here. Brings up the story that I just mentioned before about how Ohio, according to the Washington Examiner, Ohio's Supreme Court rejected a GOP-backed redistricting plan for state legislature districts. Why can't I speak this morning? Because they were too strongly favored by Republicans. And a 4-3 decision that it didn't sufficiently attempt to meet proportionality standards required in the Ohio Constitution. Now, again, you have the state of Florida unassailable. They lay out the case. This looks legit. Everything looks good. And even with Democrat Supreme Court justices that were put there in the state of Florida by Democrats, even in that case, that the court didn't look at this as something politically minded and looked at it that way. They saw something that was unassailable, and that's what we're looking to do. Ultimately, in other states, it's going to be something completely different. And that's why, again, it's just about elections have consequences and how important it is to keep an eye on everything that is going on, especially when we talk about 2022 and the elections here in Southwest Florida and across the state, and how local is going to be something that is so critical to the future of the state. And I know I bring this up many, many, many times, and I'm going to continue to do it. And it's the story that David Riaboy put out in November from the Claremont Institute. And listen, you can't say too much about GOP victories in blue states, because ultimately one of the things that's truly important at the end of the day is making sure that we keep and strengthen what is the majorities in red states, that in places where you have blue states that have a Republican that comes along and there's a governor that win, or some kind of legislative win, or someone congressionally. It's nice, but we also have to make sure that we strengthen what is even here in the state. Republicans, the red state that we are, conservatism, and strengthen that even more. As he puts it, there's a political task ahead that is more important than anything else. We must make red states more red. We must make purple states into red states, and we must not care all that much about what happens in blue states. It's too short, life. We got a lot of work to do, and the point he's trying to make is there are going to be states that are just lost, and even if they have a Republican governor, which is nice, watch the people that they bring in and watch the things that they do, and they may not be as red as you think. 239-479-5592. All right, let's take a break. And when we come back, there's a lot of other things I want to get to. Did former President Trump hang up on an NPR reporter during a live broadcast? Well, we got the audio. So that's on the way. Some interesting polling out if there was an election between Joe Biden and Donald Trump in 2024. I'm saying the 2024 election, and those would be the two candidates. How does Joe Biden look in that contest? And Hillary Clinton sneaking around the corner, and it's one of those
offended personally.
Whoa, okay, so she's offended. Sneaking around. Was that a weird word? Yeah, slithering around the corner. Hillary Clinton slithering around the corner, keeping an eye on 24 as well. All that coming up. It's Daybreak 92.5 Fox News, right all along with traffic. Here's Therese O'Shea.
Very wet morning commute across most of Southwest Florida, so take it slow. Be extra cautious out there. We also have some power outages across parts of Cape Coral and North Fort Myers, so any traffic lights you see out, be sure to treat as a four-way stop. We have a new crash popping up in Lehigh Acres, right down the road from Lehigh Senior High and Varsity Lakes Middle School, east of Gunnery Road along 12th Street West, not far from the intersection of Douglas Avenue North. Also keeping an eye on a crash in Lehigh Acres, a hit and run over on Alabama Road South at 45th Street Southwest. Palm Beach Boulevard, there's a crash near Lakewood Drive just east of State Road 31, and a crash getting cleared on Tice Street right near the I-75 overpass. In Collier County, dealing with a crash with injuries right now along Golden Gate Parkway at Tropicana Boulevard, a crash along Immokalee Road and Northbrook Drive right near the Target Plaza, and an accident also on Bayshore Drive just south of the East Trail. That's your up to the minute traffic. I'm Therese O'Shea. Wink News now.
Wink Weather Authority.
After a few scattered showers this morning, things should clear out this afternoon with mostly dry conditions. Highs in the upper 70s under mostly sunny skies, with very breezy conditions kicking in later this evening with wind gusts as strong as 22 to 25 miles per hour. I'm Wink News Weather Authority meteorologist Nash Rhodes.
You really want to go through another year with that awful joint pain? Listen, don't do it. Resolve right now to get yourself moving again for 2022. Hey, it's True Steel. It's time to call QC Kinetics. Non-surgical regenerative treatments for joint pain. We're talking lasting results using natural biologics. No surgery, no pain meds, no steroids, and no downtime. This is really exciting stuff. Regenerative, restorative treatments that actually encourage your body to heal itself using highly concentrated natural biologics. Patients rave about it for hip pain relief, knee pain relief, shoulder and back pain relief. Look, don't let them keep giving you steroids. And don't let them tell you surgery is your only option. Get a free second opinion at QC Kinetics. Do it now. And imagine life in 22 without pain. Call the local medical professionals at QC Kinetics now. 239-893-PAIN. 239-893-PAIN. 239-893-PAIN.
Replace your AC today, go on a cruise tomorrow. Island Air wants to send you to the island. Matt here from Island Air of Southwest Florida with some great news.
Decisions. Do I buy an air conditioner? Do I take a vacation? For a limited time, Island Air is offering you both in one package.
Call us today to find out more details on how to claim your voucher. Call 239-466-8668.
Call 466-8668 for more details.
License number CAC 057544.
Does market turbulence and economic turmoil have you worried about your retirement nest egg? I'm Alfie Townsend. Learn how to navigate these uncertain times. Tune in to Saving the Investor radio show every Saturday at 9 a.m. or visit us at savingtheinvestor.com.
Let's hear from Dr. Johnston at 596-BACK.
People who suffer with back or neck problems, whether that's pain, numbness, or weakness, deal with something that can be frustrating. Pain wears us down. It can affect our relationships with family and friends. It's not fun to be around someone who's always complaining about their backs. Don't resign yourself to having to live with pain. In my office, Johnston Spinal Care, I successfully treat the worst of the worst, those who get injections, nerve-burning procedures, or even surgery. And now they're back, golfing and living life. If there's a treatment that is extremely effective for sciatica, stenosis, scoliosis, or neuropathy, wouldn't you want to see if it can help you? Non-surgical spinal decompression is now in Southwest Florida. Safe and painless, more than just a temporary fix. Long-lasting relief that can finally heal the condition, regardless of age. Take the time right now to call my Medicare-friendly office for a no-charge telephone consultation about spinal decompression. Johnston Spinal Care, 596-BACK, 596-BACK. That's 596-2225.
Wink was there for the heartbreak.
From the Champlain Tower. Wink was there for the tragic conclusion.
Those remains were found to be human remains. Wink was there for the justice.
How do you wish to plead? I plead guilty. Wink was there. I'm really sorry.
And there.
And there.
Confirmed tornado. Which is why you need to be here. Wink is there when news happens.
And first, when news breaks, we know you'll agree.
The place to be at 3
is Wink TV.
Tonight, Jared Padalecki is back as Walker.
The star is only as good as the person wearing it.
He must let go of old friends.
Losing Mickey, it hurt. She was the partner I didn't realize I needed.
And embrace family.
You're my brother. You are my partner, too.
And when it comes to justice,
these people are dangerous.
He will never step down.
I can answer that call. Let's go.
Walker, followed by Legacies, only tonight on the CW. Tonight starting at 8 on the CW.
Liberals suck. That's why we have Clay and Buck. Clay Travis and Buck Sexton. Today, noon to 3 on 92.5 Fox News. Right, all along.
Oh, this is really good, everybody. Senator Bernie Sanders, Senator Bernie, introduced legislation. You know it's going to be big.
Huge.
Yeah. He's introducing legislation, everybody, aimed at providing all Americans with free N95 masks.
Feel the burn.
No, thanks. No. So we're gonna give everybody masks, everybody. It's gonna be just fine. Hey, like our friend Dan Bongino has mentioned time and time again. Hey, if masks work, then how come they don't work? Lots of questions about the M95 masks, and if you're gonna give them to the kids and how they're gonna have them on, and if they're gonna pull at them and tug at them, and what that means on their fingers and then on the masks, and how gross that is, and everything. Besides the fact that the mandates don't work on masks, and okay, really, we're gonna go through this double, triple, quadruple N95 masks? Is that what we're gonna do? New York is now requiring kids ages 12 and up to get booster shots to play sports. You want to play school sports? You got a booster. Really? Is that where we're going? Why? Well, because we said so. Oh, okay. Yeah, sounds good. And another interesting thing that's going on, and a few different people have brought this up, about what's going on with cases and even here in the state of Florida. Listen, anything that the left in this country and the media can do to bash the state of Florida that they love to visit, even on a day like today, they'd much rather be here than up north. That any chance that they get, they do it. Until it means that the same reporting that they're doing could hurt their own cause. What am I talking about? See, this is interesting. The AP says a couple of days ago. No, yesterday. The AP has recently told its editors and reporters to avoid emphasizing case counts and stories about the disease. That means, for example, no more stories focused solely on a particular county or state or country or state setting. a one-day record for number of cases. So no more. They're changing our media outlets. Omicron. No, we're not going to do this anymore. We got to stop the case counts. We just have to stop doing it. Now, it was only a couple of days before when AP was like, Florida reported 31,758 new COVID cases on Friday, breaking the record for the most cases in a single day. Oh, no! Until you come to find out that, now things are starting to change a little bit, everybody. And some of those numbers, the record-setting numbers, are coming from, places like New York and the like, places that they don't want to announce too much. So shh, we'll keep it down. That's some really good reporting from the AP. And don't forget, when that happens, anything AP does, you got the local state medias all ripping and reading everything that they do. So great stuff. That's just awesome.
92.5 Fox News. Right. All along.
You'd think an Army veteran with a military career, including multiple combat deployments throughout the Middle East, would be a great American. And you'd be right. But Joe Vanderbosch also happens to be a great dentist. An Army veteran of 8 years, Dr. Joe now makes his home in Southwest Florida, where his wife Sarah grew up.
Hi, I'm Dr. Joseph Vanderbosch, Freedom Dental on Metro Parkway in Fort Myers. In the Army, I received extra training in order to provide dental care in virtually any condition. That's why I can manage many dental treatments without the need to refer to a specialist. I served my country proudly for 8 years. Now I want to serve you and your dental needs. Special discounts for former and active military without dental insurance.
Dr. Vanderbosch provides emergency care and is now accepting new patients for cleaning, extractions, crowns, implants, and more. Find them online at freedomdentalfortmyers.com. That's freedomdentalfortmyers.com. Dr. Joseph Vanderbosch. Go to freedomdentalfortmyers.com.
Hi, this is Earl Ron, president of New South Window. If you need new windows or doors for your home, heads up, this message is for you. New South is having a one-day factory sale this Saturday only in our factory showroom. 40% off high-performance award-winning windows, 40% off energy-efficient windows and patio doors, 40% off our factory direct products installed. Bring in your measurements for on-the-spot pricing or call today. One day only, this Saturday from 9 till 4. New South windows are made in Florida, for Florida homes, by Florida workers, and we guarantee them for life. Please visit us at newsouthwindow.com.
Eating dinner in your underwear?
Hey, put some clothes on.
Taking cold showers every hour? Or pitching a tent in front of your refrigerator to stay cool. These are things you can do to beat the heat in your home. Or get a $49 preseason tune-up with no breakdown guarantee.
I love Cool Today.
Call today, cool today. Visit cooltoday.com.
We're so glad you set your radio right here. 92.5 WFSX Estero. Fox News. Right all along.
Senate Republicans want to play by the rules. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News, hoping Democrats fail trying to get rid of the filibuster to pass election reform. GOP Senator Joni Ernst tells Fox
it would radically alter who we are as the United States of America.
President Biden will have lunch with Senate Democrats trying to push a rules change to get around GOP opposition.
Changing the filibuster remains elusive. It requires the support of all 50 Senate Democrats. At least 2, West Virginia's Joe Manchin and Arizona's Kyrsten Sinema, have not signaled their okays to alter Senate rules.
Fox's Jared Halpern. Before lunch, the president will give an update on the government's COVID response amid a record surge of cases. And while many are milder infections among the vaccinated, hospitalizations are at all-time highs, too. A big problem in some areas. Fox's Tanya J. Powers has more live.
Dave, a plan, according to a report from the USA Today, is to send medical teams from the Biden administration to New York, New Jersey, Ohio, Rhode Island, Michigan, and New Mexico to help medical personnel in hospitals that are strained due to COVID cases. Now, the report says the president is expected to make that announcement today while outlining steps his administration is taking to address the surge in cases driven by the Omicron variant. It comes as the U.S. reported more than 894,000 new COVID infections in the past 24 hours, with more than 2,400 COVID deaths. In total, more than 844,000 people in the U.S. have died from COVID-19. Dave.
Tanya, House Republican leader Kevin McCarthy is saying no to Democrats, like several other GOP lawmakers. He'll not cooperate with their Capitol riot investigation.
He called the committee illegitimate. Committee Chair Benny Thompson had asked McCarthy to provide records and answer some questions about his communications with former President Trump on the day of the attack. Thompson said they need to learn more about the former president's state of mind at the time.
Fox's Jill Nato. America's listening to Fox News.
This Fox News update is presented by Freedom Dental of Fort Myers. Online at freedomdentalftmyers.com.
Wink News, traffic.
Very wet morning commute across most of Southwest Florida, so take it slow. Be extra cautious out there. We also have some power outages across parts of Cape Coral and North Fort Myers, so any traffic lights you see out, be sure to treat as a four-way stop. We have a new crash popping up in Lehigh Acres, right down the road from Lehigh Senior High and Varsity Lakes Middle School, east of Gunnery Road along 12th Street West, not far from the intersection of Douglas Avenue North. Also keeping an eye on a crash in Lehigh Acres, a hit and run over on Alabama Road South at 45th Street Southwest. Palm Beach Boulevard, there's a crash near Lakewood Drive just east of State Road 31, and a crash getting cleared on Tice Street right near the I-75 overpass. In Collier County, dealing with a crash with injuries right now along Golden Gate Parkway at Tropicana Boulevard, a crash along Immokalee Road and Northbrook Drive right near the Target Plaza, and an accident also on Bayshore Drive just south of the East Trail. That's your up to the minute traffic. I'm Therese O'Shea. Wink News now.
Wink Weather Authority.
We'll start things off with scattered showers this morning before things clear out in the late morning and early afternoon with mostly dry conditions in the forecast. Highs are in the upper 70s under mostly sunny skies. Expect breezy conditions to kick in this evening, but by this weekend, will remain in the mid-70s. It's not until Sunday into Monday. Our next cold front will bring rain chances. That'll also drop our highs into the upper 60s to kick things off in the upcoming work week. I'm Wink News Weather Authority meteorologist Nash Rhodes.
No matter where you want to listen, you'll be all set when you stream 92.5 Fox News live at rightallalong.net.
Puerto Rico is the new go-to destination for investment opportunities, and Impeller is the new online tool that connects investors with innovative projects seeking capital on the island. Impeller takes the guesswork out of investing in Puerto Rico, surfacing the insights you need to make informed decisions and empower your investment portfolio. Visit investpr.org/impeller and set up your account today to see what the island has to offer. Impeller, your hub for investment opportunities in Puerto Rico. Powered by Invest Puerto Rico.
Watching TaxSlayer calculate your refund feels like climbing to the apex of a roller coaster.
Here we go!
And flying down the tracks. And maximum refund speed. File for free with TaxSlayer Simply Free and get your guaranteed maximum refund. TaxSlayer. File fearlessly.
In Florida, we know a thing or two about championships.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay!
And here in Southwest Florida, we have our own championship team, My Shower Door. My Shower Door has made the Inc. 5000 fastest growing businesses in the United States for the 6th time. And because of that growth, My Shower Door needs more teammates. My Shower Door is a family business making frameless shower doors right here in Southwest Florida with a staff of 130 plus. So if you're ready to join the championship team, check out the jobs careers link at myshowerdoor.com.
Well, hello there. I am the Guitar Hotel. I have over 3,000 of the newest slot machines and nearly 200 table games with real cards and real dealers. Come experience my incredible lineup of restaurants, bars, and of course, Hard Rock Live. Or spend a day soaking up the sun in my 18 acres of poolside paradise. I can't wait to meet you. Visit hardrockholly.com to find out more.
If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Sales desk, Marty speaking.
Marty, it's all about you in 2022.
About me?
Well, not you per se, but car shoppers who want a great deal from Victory Lane Chevrolet.
They can get a deal here.
Okay, can they get 1.9% for 72 months on new and used?
No, they can't.
So you can't deal like Victory Lane?
I guess not.
Can you deal an additional $1,000 off new Chevys with a trade-in?
No.
Sounds like you can't deal with anything, Marty.
You know what I can't deal with? Your voice.
Marty can't deal. Start the new year in a new ride from Victory Lane Chevrolet. Get 1.9 APR for 72 months on all new and used vehicles in stock. Plus an additional $1,000 off any new Chevy in stock when you trade in your vehicle. Plus our goal of 100% credit approval. Victory Lane Chevrolet on the corner of Fowler and Winkler. Find new roads. Online, VictoryLaneChevrolet.com.
All offers on in-stock vehicles with approved credit. Offers cannot combine. See dealer for details at 131.22.
It's a new year and a great time to upgrade your cabinets. You want Sinclair quality. You want Sinclair craftsmanship. You want Sinclair cabinets. Sinclair Custom Homes now offers their handmade, built in the USA custom cabinets without having to purchase a Sinclair custom home. You can now have the same high quality furniture finished cabinets in your existing home. Upgrade your kitchen, your bath, your closets, even your garage. For details, visit SinclairCabinets.com. That's SinclairCabinets.com.
Thank you for waking us all up out here, for all you do. And
thank you for giving us the voice.
For being out there helping to keep the constitutional republic.
I want to thank you for
your support for veterans in the military.
Educating us.
Standing up for conservatism.
Giving us the truth.
Daybreak with Drew Steele.
Hey, good morning, Southwest Florida. Glad you're here. 239-479-5592. The talk and text line. We stream live, drewsteele.com. It's the website, Steele has 3 E's. Thank you for watching, subscribing to the podcast, and to our channel on Rumble. There's a lot to skim over the headlines. There's so many things that are going on, so I want to try to hit on a bunch of different things. So buckle up and let's get going. So we've got a new poll that just came out about Joe Biden, and we talked about circling the drain. You know, it's going down fast, and when you're circling the drain, Jake, which direction does the drain circle? Does it go clockwise or counterclockwise? Do we know? Do we have an answer? A definitive answer?
It's counterclockwise.
Are you positive? Do you really want to go there? I mean, this could be. Are you willing to bet your Slim Jim on your desk? Are you willing to bet the Slim Jim, the beef stick? Is it from Walmart or is it a Slim Jim? Which one is it? Because the Walmart ones, we heard this the other day. They got a little warning label on the beef sticks. Just I don't know it was a weird kind of thing, but they were. Remember that whole story? Anyway, are you willing to bet the beef stick?
Yeah, I'm willing.
Okay.
Counterclockwise.
I really don't know. But I know this, whichever direction that drain's spinning, Joe Biden's going down in that direction. It's
you know the thing.
Yeah, you know the thing. And he couldn't have said it better myself.
True international average of pressure.
Every time we hear a new poll, it's rock bottom or spinning the bowl or whatever it is. A new Quinnipiac poll now has Biden going down fast here. His approval rating has cratered to 33%, with 53% disapproving. It was 36% in November. So it keeps going down. Just when you think it can't get any lower, it does. I mean, right now, the numbers are awful. The economy, 34% approve, 57% disapprove. Foreign policy, 35% approve, 54% disapprove. The response to the coronavirus, 39% approve, 55% disapprove. Now, you have to ask yourself, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. Who are the 34% that think that the economy is good right now? Who are the 35% that think that foreign policy by this administration is good? Who are the 39% that approve of Joe Biden's response to coronavirus, to the vid? Are you kidding? I mean, when it comes to the economy, we see the numbers and what's going on right now. And with inflation, the inflation numbers are just unbelievable. I mean, it's hard to even imagine where we are right now when it comes to the inflation numbers. What was it? December numbers up 7%. I mean, it doesn't make a difference whether or not you think that you got yourself a bonus. You're making a little bit of extra money. It doesn't matter. It's like, there it goes. Bye-bye, cash. Bye-bye. That's right. Inflation at a 40-year high. So if you got a 5% raise, guess what? There it goes. Bye-bye. Bye, raise. It's gone. It's gone. You're losing money. So, and how long can this go on? And listen, even with Republicans in the House and the Senate, possibly in 22, and maybe a Republican president in 24, how do you stop this? What do you do? What could you possibly do at this point? The kind of, unfortunately, and many people have talked about the numbers, and the kind of pain short term that's going to have to happen in order to right this ship is not something that people really want to discuss too much, because they don't want to talk about pain, and they don't want to talk about the fact that raising interest rates and what you would have to do and taking money out of circulation, the trillions of dollars that have been pumped into this economy, the money that are chasing goods. When you talk about the unbelievable numbers that are out there right now with regard to I mean, where do you want to go when you want to talk about, for example, the price of what is it? Used cars are up like is it 37%? Is that what it is? Like, if you bought a used car at the beginning of last year, you made 37% on that. Yeah. I mean, the kind of numbers that we're talking about, and everybody knows it and feels it, but what kind of short-term hurt are we going to have in this country, unfortunately, in order to turn this thing around? I don't know. I mean, I've heard it's not pretty. It will take years, but certainly we'll get into more of that coming up in the future weeks and months. You can't avoid it. It's the number one issue, inflation, the number one issue right now on people's minds. And, by the way, the former president of the United States, Donald Trump, I wanted to play this audio a little earlier. I said I was going to do it. I kind of teased him. Did he hang up on an NPR reporter during an interview? Yeah, because the former president was going into the election in 2020. And listen, we can't have 22 move forward without getting answers to some of the questions that are still out there with regard to 2020. They still exist. Whether or not people want to, talk about it or not, move on. You got to move on. Stop talking about it. It's nothing to see here. Democrats don't even want to stop talking about it. Democrats want to use January 6th as the reason to push voting rights because supposedly the former president is trying to make his way in with an insurrection part deux or whatever it is that they're going to wriggle. I mean, the language coming out from the Democrats is nonsense. It's crazy. It's dangerous in a lot of ways when it comes to the integrity of our democracy and elections being rigged and what can we trust in 22 unless we see to it that we have a voting rights bill that's going to be passed that is going to make sure that nobody's allowed to use voter ID. No, I'm not kidding. That's in there, and we've got to massively increase the amount of mail-in ballots because they're safe as safe can be in Democrat blue states. You better believe it. So the president was kind of trying to argue that point on NPR, and he kind of hung up on the guy. So.
If I can, Mr. President.
Let me ask you this question. How come Biden couldn't attract 20 people for a crowd? How come when he went to speak in different locations, nobody came to watch, but all of a sudden he got 80 million votes? Nobody believes
If you'll forgive me, maybe because the election was about you. If I can just move on to ask, are you telling Republicans in 2022 that they must press your case on the past election in order to get your endorsement? Is that an absolute?
They're going to do whatever they want to do. Whatever they have to do, they're going to do. But the ones that are smart, the ones that know, you take a look at how Carrie Lake is doing, running for governor. She's very big on this issue. She's leading by a lot. People have no idea how big this issue is, and they don't want it to happen again. It shouldn't be allowed to happen, and they don't want it to happen again. And the only way it's not going to happen again is you have to solve the problem of the presidential rigged election of 2020.
Mr. President,
if I'm
one more question. I want to ask about a court hearing yesterday on January 6th. Judge Amit Mehta, he's gone. Okay.
He's gone. Okay. That's it. Bye-bye. There he goes. Bye-bye. Just like your money, just like your payroll, your cash, and your bye-bye. Bye-bye. It's gone. He's gone. And he's out. And that's it. Mic drop, and I'm done. Yeah. People still have a lot of questions. I'm just trying to figure out how a guy who doesn't leave his basement and can't get 20 people to show up for a rally in 2020 somehow got 80 million votes. It's not allowed. Hey, Jake, you're not allowed to ask. No. Don't do that. You got to move on. Okay? You ready to move on? All right. If the election were a rematch were held today, Trump would defeat Biden. That's another poll that's out by Rasmussen and the Heartland Institute. He could be the first ever lame duck president less than a year into his first term. 46% of likely voters would vote for Trump in the next presidential election. On the other hand, only 40% would vote for Biden. Digging in deeper, 43% of women say they would support Trump, which would be a large increase from 2016 and 2020. 38% of Hispanic voters said they would choose Trump. Oh, no, I thought you're supposed to vote for Democrats because Democrats tell us that's, because Democrats, they put you in boxes and you're supposed to vote for a Democrat and you're supposed to vote for a Democrat, right? Isn't that how it works? I got you. Okay. So just putting that out there. All right. What else do we have? What else do we have? Oh, listen, I just got to mention this again quickly. The inflation numbers just are astounding. Everybody sees it. CNN is like, ouch.
Breaking moments ago, brand new numbers on inflation, and they are a wow. CNN's chief business correspondent, Christine Romans, joins us now. Romans, a wow and maybe a yikes.
Maybe a yikes. Ow, what? Yeah. The jump, 7%. Gas jumped 49%. Price increases over last year, according to CPI. Used cars, 37%. Gas utilities, 24%. Meats, fish, and eggs at 12%. New cars, 11% overall. 7% food at home, 6%. I mean, the numbers just keep going and going and going. There's all pluses next to them. No minuses out there. And one CEO of an advisory, capital advisor group says that shelter is the single biggest component of CPI. It's like the consumer price index. It's like 33%. And it's being widely understated. In his opinion, it's much, much higher than 7% if you add that in. But Joe Biden said in his official Twitter account, here you go. Hold on. Do we have the... But here's Joe. Here's Empty Shelves Joe. Here we go. Today's inflation numbers show a meaningful reduction in headline inflation over last month. We're making progress in slowing down the rate of price increases, but there's still more work to do. I remain focused on lowering costs for families and maintaining strong economic growth. Let me tell you something about that tweet. Everybody knows that it can't be true. He says he remains focused. Everybody knows he can't focus. Are you kidding? That's... But we know the empty shelves are there, right?
If I hadn't been for empty shelf, Joe, I'd be happy a long time ago. Where are the products? Where did they go? Where are the products? Empty shelf, Joe.
Yeah, okay. 239-479-5592. Jake's just happy that I brought the Empty Shelves Joe song back. So there's okay. All right, let's take a break because when we come back, a couple of other things that are going on. Some stunning figures have come out about the U.S. mortality rate ages 13 to 18 between 2008 and 2020. You might want to hear this. It's stunning, disturbing, unbelievable what we're going to talk about. Also, speaking of disturbing and unbelievable, Nikki Fried had a couple of things to say recently. You remember she's running for governor of the great state of Florida. And,
marijuana?
She's got her platform. No, I'm not kidding. You should hear what she said recently at the annual State of the Taxpayer dinner. You might appreciate this coming up in just a couple of more minutes. All right, let's find out what's going on with traffic up to the minute. Here's Therese O'Shea.
Heading out right now on the morning commute, it is a wet start across most of Southwest Florida, especially along Marco Island and parts of the East Trail toward Everglades City. So be very cautious on the morning drive there and through Palm Beach Boulevard, State Road 80 all the way into LaBelle and toward Clewiston. Definitely seeing a lot of heavy rain there south of Palm Beach Boulevard, dealing with that as well. Heading through 75, we're dealing with a crash at mile marker 131 near the exit to Daniels Parkway. That's on southbound 75, off on the left-hand shoulder near the median. Not causing any roadblock, but maybe some slight onlooker delays. In Lehigh Acres, a crash with possible roadblock at Lee Boulevard and Westgate Boulevard right off of Leonard. Another crash over at South Tamiami Trail 41 in Estero Parkway in Estero, causing some slight slowdowns. Deputies just getting on scene there. Crash on Daniels Parkway near Chana Court, and heading through Palm Beach Boulevard at Lakeview Drive in the Fort Myers Shores area. Crash causing delays, but no roadblock towards State Road 31. That's your up to the minute traffic. I'm Therese O'Shea. Wink News now.
Wink Weather Authority.
After a few scattered showers this morning, things should clear out this afternoon with mostly dry conditions. Highs in the upper 70s under mostly sunny skies, but very breezy conditions kicking in later this evening with wind gusts as strong as 22 to 25 miles per hour. I'm Wink News Weather Authority meteorologist Nash Rhodes.
It's all right here at 92.5 Fox News. We've been right all along.
Are you suffering from chronic joint pain like Heather?
I have terrible arthritis and have had it for quite a while, and I've gone to all kinds of doctors trying to figure out what to do, and everybody just said surgery, and surgery was months of rehab, and I didn't want to do that.
But then Heather discovered QC Kinetics, local medical professionals who specialize in natural biologic treatments, non-invasive solutions designed to repair and restore damaged tissue in your joints. And she absolutely loves the results.
I like to tell anybody who's suffering that there are options that are not steroids, that are not surgery. You owe it to yourself to find out about QC Kinetics and find out what they can do for you.
No surgery, no drugs, no downtime. Discover QC Kinetics and learn more about natural biologic treatments with lasting results.
Call QC Kinetics 239-893-PAIN. That's 239-893-PAIN. Don't wait. Call today. QC Kinetics 239-893-PAIN.
No more clutter. That's when you make things happen, so resolutions can become reality. Give your family a gift for the future. A beautiful new space, reimagined by our designers and you. Your home rejuvenation from Closet Factory comes with less stress and better rest included. Our business is designed around you. Whether in person or virtual, creating a perfect space for you is our goal. That's how we build it at Closet Factory.
Attention Medicare recipients. My name is Todd Van Owen. I live, work, play, and volunteer here in our community. New to Medicare, the area, have questions about Medicare Advantage plans, supplements, prescription drug coverage? Need a primary care doctor or specialist? Call me, Todd, 896-3100. Unlike football and TV personalities claiming to know Medicare, I've got over 20 years of local experience educating and enrolling folks in Medicare plans. Call me, Todd, at 896-3100. That's 896-3100.
Wink was there for the heartbreak.
From the Champlain Tower. Wink was there for the tragic conclusion.
Those remains
were found
to be human remains. Wink was there for the justice.
How do you wish to plead? I plead guilty. Wink was there.
I'm really sorry. And there.
And there.
Confirmed tornado. Which is why you need to be here. Wink is there when news happens.
And first when news breaks, we know you'll agree.
The place to be at 3
is Wink TV.
Tonight, Jared Padalecki is back as Walker.
The star is only as good as the person wearing it.
He must let go of old friends.
Losing Mickey, it hurt. She was the partner I didn't realize I needed.
And embrace family.
You're my brother. You are my partner, too.
And when it comes to justice,
these people are dangerous.
He will never step down.
I can answer that call. Let's go.
Walker, followed by Legacies, only tonight on the CW. Tonight starting at 8 on the CW.
The right place for local talk. Drew now. Trey for the drive at 5. 92.5 Fox News. Right. All along.
You know, some of these numbers are just outrageous and disturbing. You hate to hear this, and you've got to ask yourself, the people that are running the show, the people that are elected officials that you elect to be good stewards of not only money, but to good stewards of what is your education, your children, a lot going on here. So there are numbers now that have been put out. Phil Kerpen, who's just amazing, and I would encourage you to follow Phil Kerpen on Twitter. He's been on this program many times. He is with what's the group that he's with? Oh, goodness, American Commitment. He put out this tweet. COVID-19 lists U.S. mortality ages 13 to 18 from 2008 to 2020, and I want you to listen carefully to this. U.S. mortality rates 13 to 18 from 2008 to 2020. When you look at the numbers between respiratory disease deaths, including COVID for 2020, and you see the bars on the graph, you notice that there's no increase in the normal respiratory disease mortality burden for teenagers ages 13 to 18. Through up until 21. There's nothing highly unusual. It stays within the margin of what has happened since 2008. But on the same chart, the alcohol and drug-induced deaths nearly doubled. Nearly doubled. A 50% increase in the age group ages 13 to 18. It's a massive indictment on both lockdowns and school closures. But yeah, let's keep doing it, everybody. Let's keep talking about it. Who cares about your kids? Talk about teachers' unions and what they're doing in places like Chicago. Who cares about your kids? And it's outrageous. And public health officials, how you doing over there? Nothing? I mean, at least now, at this moment in time, January of 22, finally, we get an answer from Dr. Fauci yesterday regarding COVID that everybody has known about for a long time. And now, again, you've got the shift going to the facts and the truth and the science and the data.
So if we're going to look ahead at what happens when this peaks and it ultimately goes down, as I've said on previous pressers here from the White House, that we're not going to eradicate this. We've only done that with smallpox. We're not going to eliminate that. That only happens with massive vaccination programs like we did with measles and with vaccines. But we ultimately will control it.
So we have to control it. We're not going to eliminate it, everybody. Oh, thanks for telling us now. Something we've already known about. We've known for a long time. Listen, there's the latest numbers on COVID that you need to hear about, and Omicron coming up. Important stuff.
92.5 Fox News. Right. All along.
Hi, I'm Ty Lassiter, CEO and managing partner of Key City Capital. And we have been actively investing in strong cash flowing real estate right here in South Florida for over 10 years. And if you're like us, you're looking to achieve strong investment returns in your portfolio, but you definitely don't want to take aggressive risks. Well, Key City Capital was founded to achieve this goal, and we have done that since inception. For over 10 years, we have generated safe, secure, consistent double-digit returns for our investors without risking a penny of their principal. And we can do that for you too.
Call Key City Capital today to reserve a spot for our next dinner event. Call 239-330-2080. That's 239-330-2080. Check us out online at kcap925.com. That's kcap925.com.
Youthful, energetic, happy, sexual, strong, physical, no fear, taking the bull by the horns.
Old, tired, joint aches, overweight, wrinkled, depressed, sex. I remember what that was.
In men, low testosterone can lead to muscle loss, extra body fat, fatigue, depression, and erectile dysfunction. In women, hormonal imbalance can similarly cause extra fat around your middle and thighs, lack of desire, feminine dryness, and exhaustion. Suboptimal hormone levels are associated with the development of disease states like osteoporosis, heart disease, and stroke. At Neogenics, we specialize in testosterone, growth hormone promoters, bioidentical hormones, and nutritional programs designed to correct these imbalances and make you feel revitalized. See why patients from across the country are coming to Neogenics and take the first step to feeling great again. Call Neogenics for a free consultation at 277-9999 or find us online at neogenicmd.com. That's 277-9999. Neogenics, rediscover your youth.
That's you, looking at your garage door. Seriously? We get as far as the door and you're already disappointed? Squeaks like crazy, jams up half the time, grumpy old motor and chain and tracks. But hey, look on the bright side, it's also ugly. You know we make them better now, right? Like everything else in your house? You got a new car and a big new TV, a new smartwatch that talks to your new smartphone. But your garage door, oh, you just let that cranky old thing keep beating itself to death every single morning. At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. Modern DC motors that are way quieter than that squeaky old AC motor that can barely do its one job. Quiet belt drives instead of that clanky old chain. Your garage can be something you're actually proud of. Like, hey, check out my new garage. How do I know? Because I'm Mo. Call Mo Better Garage and we'll come over and make it right. I promise, I won't answer the phone myself.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. President Biden joined Senate Democrats for lunch today to talk about voting rights legislation he wants passed. It's been blocked by a Republican filibuster.
The president has endorsed changing filibuster rules, something Majority Leader Chuck Schumer says will get a vote, perhaps this week or early next week, if Republicans again deny Democrats the 60 votes needed to end debate on the bills.
Fox's Jared Halpern. Classes resumed yesterday, and now the Chicago Teachers Union approves an agreement on new coronavirus safety measures, more testing, and standards for shutting down schools during outbreaks.
The district canceled classes for 5 days after the union overwhelmingly voted to suspend in-person learning during a surge of infections. Union President Jesse Sharkey saying the agreement wasn't a home run, but it was the best deal they could get right now. In a joint statement, the mayor and Chicago Public Schools CEO Pedro Martinez encouraged families to get their children vaccinated and to consent to regular testing.
Fox's Steve Rappaport. America's listening to Fox News.
This break is sponsored by Cornerstone Builders. Give us the opportunity to wow you.
Wink News, traffic.
A lot of messy roads out across Southwest Florida this morning. We're dealing with several crashes in Lee County, one along Daniels Parkway with possible injuries and roadblock near Ponderosa Way, another on Daniels near Chanacourt. Heading through I-75 in Lee County, we have a pickup truck off in a ditch on the side of the road near the entrance ramp coming off of Palm Beach Boulevard to I-75 southbound. Also in Lehigh Acres, a crash at 12th Street West and Douglas Avenue North. Another with roadblock along Lee Boulevard at Westgate Boulevard in northern Lehigh Acres. And a crash on Leonard Boulevard at Owen Avenue South in Lehigh. No injuries, no reports of any roadblock there. Bonita Springs, a crash on Imperial Parkway at East Terry Street. And in Collier County, we're dealing with a crash in Golden Gate with injuries heading through Tropicana Boulevard, getting cleared up right now. Another crash on Immokalee Road, getting cleared near Northbrook Drive. In Immokalee, 2 crashes reported, one at Roberts Avenue West at North 1st Street and another on Immokalee Drive at North 9th Street. That's your up-to-the-minute traffic. I'm Teresa O'Shea, Wink News now.
Wink Weather Authority.
We'll start things off with scattered showers this morning before things clear out in the late morning and early afternoon with mostly dry conditions in the forecast. Highs are in the upper 70s under mostly sunny skies. Expect breezy conditions to kick in this evening, but by this weekend, will remain in the mid-70s. It's not until Sunday into Monday. Our next cold front will bring rain chances. That'll also drop our highs into the upper 60s to kick things off in the upcoming work week. I'm Wink News Weather Authority meteorologist Nash Rhodes.
The news you need, the host you trust, getting it right all day and all night. 92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
Imagine replacing your old kitchen with the kitchen of your dreams. Brand new custom-made cabinet doors. Drawer fronts, hand-finished by true craftsmen. Designer hardware, new hinges, and everything installed beautifully in less than a week, start to finish. Expensive? No. To the contrary, with refacing by Cornerstone, you'll save so much, we should really talk about your master bathroom, too. Go for wow. Go for Cornerstone.
Dr. Shane Walker here at Thrive Chiropractic and host of the Wellness Hour on 92.5 Fox News for nearly 20 years. And let's face it, many of us are really stressed right now, and that is creating an increase in the number of folks who are dealing with neck pain, headaches, tension across the upper mid-back, anxiety and nervousness. And if you haven't experienced the release of tension that a chiropractic adjustment can produce within your nervous system, go to thrivenaples.com. That's Thrive, Thrive, Naples.com for a special offer. That's thrivenaples.com.
Hey guys, it's Robbie Raw. As an RN and health and fitness expert, I know that self-care from head to toe is so important for a healthy, fit lifestyle. One of my secrets for staying active, fit, and pain-free are my amazing art supports from the Good Feet store. It's not just about what shoes you wear, it's what's in them and how your body aligns from your feet on up. I'm telling you, these were a game changer for me. I am as active as ever, and I feel like myself again. If you have foot pain, knee, hip, or back pain, the first thing you should do is visit the Good Feet store for a free personalized fitting and test walk. I'm not going to stop living my best life anytime soon, nor should you. To be the best version of you, you need to take care of yourself, and the Good Feet store can make that happen. And by the way, when you feel great, you look great, and that's the raw truth. Learn more and find the location nearest you at goodfeet.com.
Located in the River Shores district of Fort Myers, Hampton Lakes is the perfect place at the perfect price. With a lagoon-style pool, tennis courts, huge clubhouse, fitness center, and all the resort-style amenities of River Hall Country Club right in your backyard, Hampton Lakes is the perfect place. Brand new 2, 3, 4, and 5-bedroom homes by Lennar and Pulte with lake and preserve views start from the 200s. Hampton Lakes is the perfect price. Just 20 minutes east of Fort Myers and the sparkling Gulf. Visit today for a personal tour. Learn more at HamptonLakesLiving.com.
Are you looking to build a boat dock,
boat lift, or a seawall? Hello, I'm Jimmy Williamson of Williamson Brothers Marine Construction. My brother Joe and I, along with our children, represent the fourth generation of a tradition that began with my grandfather back in 1967. And it's a tradition of building something that you can be proud to put your name on. If you need a boat dock, boat lift, or seawall, call Williamson Brothers at 844-WB-BUILT. Our docks, boat lifts, and seawalls are constructed with materials that pass the test of time. We only use stainless steel fasteners, marine-grade aluminum boat lifts, and the strongest deck board in the industry, Wear Deck. It's the last deck board you will ever need. And lastly, our seawalls. We build them with enough concrete and steel that they come with a lifetime warranty. If you need a boat dock, boat lift, or a seawall, call Williamson Brothers at 844-WB-BUILT. We're online at WBDocks.com. That's WBDocks.com.
After Drew, it's Glenn Beck 9 till noon. You've come to the right place. 92.5 Fox News. Right all along. This is Daybreak with Drew Steele on 92.5 Fox News.
Yeah, I mean, we're probably 20-point underdogs, and we're going to the number one team that, I know they're not the number one seed, but they're the number one team that's won the AFC the last 2 years. Arguably the best team in football. We don't have a chance, so let's just go in and play and have fun.
Hey, do you do that if you're a quarterback for an NFL team? Maybe even if you're leaving the playing field soon, like Ben Roethlisberger, who is the quarterback of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Are you familiar with the Pittsburgh Steelers?
How could you not be?
I love those old NFL films with that guy's voice. From the snowy tundra of Lambeau Field and the Pittsburgh Steelers and their haughty, large quarterback, Ben Roethlisberger. You know that guy's voice.
Did he retire?
I think life retired him. I think he's no longer with us. I think that's a whole. Yeah, I just don't think. Wait, Ben Roethlisberger or the guy's voice, the voice guy? You talking about? Wait, you talking about Ben Roethlisberger? Or you talking
Who
about?
are you talking about?
I'm talking about the. Talking about the guy that does the NFL. I'm talking about the guy that does the NFL voice. And Lambeau Field on the icy snow tundra. That guy's voice. You talking about that guy, or you talking about the fact that I just played audio of Ben Roethlisberger from the Steelers, who said, "Listen, we're playing the Chiefs this weekend. They're the number one team for the past couple of years. We don't have a shot, but let's go have some fun." That's what he just said. He's like, "We don't have a shot, but let's just try to have some fun, okay?" Hey, if you're the quarterback, even if you're Ben Roethlisberger and you're getting ready to retire, I bet you even the guy at NFL Films didn't say something like that. It's like, is it even worth playing the Green Bay Packers when it's 3 degrees on Lambeau Field? Is this worth it? Why are they even stepping onto the field? That's what the guy just did. No, am I crazy? Listen, this is an interview that he just said. Listen, just listen to this.
Yeah, I mean, we're probably 20-point underdogs, and we're going to the number one team that, I know they're not the number one seed, but they're the number one team that's won the AFC the last 2 years. Arguably the best team in football. We don't have a chance, so let's just go in and play and have fun.
We don't have a chance. Let's just go and play and have fun.
He's a professional.
Well, you shouldn't do that as a professional, right? I mean, is that what you want to do? Represent your team and go out there and say, we're just going to have some fun. We don't have a chance in heck of winning this game. Forget it. But do you like the honesty of a quarterback that does that? Or,
See, because he might catch his opponent off guard, right? They might show up for a win. I remember my coach giving me this speech.
Oh, good. Okay, hold on.
Thinking you're just going to win.
Wait, are you ready? Make the speech, and I'll have the music in the background. Here you go. You ready? Tell me what your coach said early on. Here we go.
Jake, don't shoot the ball ever again. No, I'm just kidding. That's not what he said.
Okay, well, what did he say?
No, that was what it was. You can't show up to win a game. You can't show up with the idea that you're going to win, right? So if they get that into the opponent's head and they think they're going to show up, you never know what might happen.
Wait, I'm lost. Your coach told you...
Okay, so here's the thing, right? There was a county championship that we were playing for.
Is this Alabama?
By like 20 points.
Was this in Alabama?
Huh?
Was this in Alabama?
Yes, this was in Alabama.
Okay,
the only
Go ahead.
chance I got to play.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
We were up by a lot
Okay.
in halftime.
All right.
They came back and beat us.
Okay.
Right. And there's no reason why they should have beat us, but it's mainly because it was one of those, it was that mentality that we were in.
That you're
We kinda
already winning the game. You're so far
thought we
ahead.
were
They're
gonna
never going to
win.
catch up. And okay. Right. And so the coach said,
You can't show up with the expectation of winning the game, regardless of who you're playing.
in other words, you play as if you're going to lose the game so that you fight. Fight! Right? Okay, got it.
Terrible speech from
Listen, the quarterback, Roethlisberger, have a chance of winning, so that's all I'm going with. 239-479-5592 is the talk and text line. Streaming live, drewsteele.com, the website, Steele as for East. Hey, it might be nice if maybe Dr. Fauci had that kind of attitude. Listen, we don't have a chance of COVID zero. It's not gonna. Why couldn't he have done that earlier? No, there's no COVID zero. We just got to control it. Why does he say? Why is it now that that Fauci says that?
So if we're going to look ahead at what happens when this peaks and it ultimately goes down, as I've said on previous pressers here from the White House.
Wait, I just have to stop for a second. You mean cases are going to go down? You mean we're going to have this spike in cases and then they're going to go back down? Oh, the way some people talk about it, it's like it's never going to be anything more than up. It's going to be like inflation, up. It's never going to stop. Say goodbye to your money. Bye, cash. Bye, increase in my wages. Bye. Thanks, Joe.
If it hadn't been for empty shelf, Joe.
Yeah. Okay, so what else did he say?
That we're not going to eradicate this. We've only done that with smallpox. We're not going to eliminate that. That only happens with massive vaccination programs like we did with measles and with vaccines, but we ultimately will control it.
Hey, let me ask you a question. Did anybody think at all until this moment in time that Dr. Fauci or anybody was saying anything about we really can't eliminate it, we can only control it? Because I seem to remember COVID zero being the big discussion for months and months and months and months and months and months, and I'm looking at my watch and months and months and months and months and months. We're just going to make this go away. We're going to eradicate this. No. Why are you saying that now? Speaking of some of the realities that is COVID, just in case you're wondering, it might be time to take a breath, everybody, because it looks like, and Hot Air had the story, it looks like the Omicron wave is fading. We're starting to see it right now. One example is the UK, always a few weeks ahead of us on their wave. They have had this big wave. They are now going down. Their cases are decreasing now. Their Omicron cases, they had this huge spike in there, and numbers are starting to go down. We're starting to see in the United States, it looks as if, and New York City to be exact, it looks like it's starting to hit a peak. I'm looking at the graph and the data, new cases, and the 7-day average, and it's looking like it's starting to hit its peak and head down. Washington, D.C. has already passed its peak. It's on its way down. Boston looks like, well, they're still going up. But the idea is that there is some optimism out there that we're starting to see that, again, with all of these Omicron cases and the lack of the issues like we had in 2020 of maximum capacity in hospitals, we're not seeing that, and deaths, so we certainly aren't seeing that so there's some positive news out there. Of course, nobody's going to give you anything positive at all. They'll just avoid it. But there are some things that are very disturbing that should be getting some headlines. And this is one of them. Because we really have to ask the question, if there are places like Lee Health and other places in Southwest Florida and across the state and nation, and we're hearing about the concerns possibly about being understaffed, having the beds but not having individuals being able to staff. Now, I don't know if that's the case at Lee Health, so I'm just using Lee Health as an example, but of what some others are saying, I'm not sure if this is the case with them. So maybe we'll just take Lee Health out of this, okay, for the moment. But this is kind of disturbing because we're seeing more and more stories like this. In Ohio and Akron, we come to find out the libs of TikTok actually had this tweet out. You're not going to hear it from me, but you might as well hear it. Or you're not going to hear it on the news, so you might as well hear it from me, sorry. Akron Children's Hospital is firing 230 nurses and medical staff. 230 people are being fired from Akron's Children's Hospital. Medical workers who refuse to be vaccinated, fired. But wait, there's more. Oh, hold on. There's more. Wait a second. But the COVID positive nurses are being asked to come into work because they're short-staffed. So they're not going to take vaccinated or unvaccinated workers. They're going to fire 230 people who will not be vaccinated, but they're going to bring back the nurses who are vaccinated, who have COVID and have tested positive. They need them back because they're understaffed. Does this make any sense to anybody? I mean, there's other stories out there. There was a story. Oh, gosh, I have to find this story before I even mention it. But there are other stories that are very similar to this story that are quite disturbing when it comes to those that are not vaccinated and losing their jobs and then in the healthcare field. But ultimately, stories like this where they're bringing back individuals. Well, you're vaccinated, but you tested positive, but we need you to get in here. Just trying to understand this. Many people, it is strange, is it not? And there was one other story that I wanted to touch on that had to do with this, and I'm trying to find it. And of course, the moment I need it, I don't have it. But we are seeing some of the Omicron cases starting to hit a peak and turn the corner now, which we knew was going to happen. I think even Lee Health said a couple of weeks that they would see these cases, the spike, and then everything starting to turn around. So there's some good news here on the horizon when it comes to this spike. By the way, something that they're not seeing in China. Hey, is anybody excited about watching the Olympics from China and Chinese Communist Party who runs the country and who wants ultimately to destroy the United States and world domination? And that's not any kind of joke. That's the reality of what's going on there, and how we're all going to be sitting around, or well, not me, but others are going to be sitting around and applauding the fact that there are just some wonderful facilities that are being built for this, and it's so great. And isn't this one? Woohoo! I can't wait to see the luge. I've missed the luge so much. I can't even stand it. And I can't wait to see it, especially in China, which, the Uyghurs and the camps and the things. We're going to excuse all of that because, it's the Olympics and the luge. And we come to find out that there's a city that's within driving distance, Tianjin, I think it's called, where they've actually locked down. There's 3 cities in particular that are in the millions and one in the tens of millions that they are locking down because there are spikes in COVID cases right now where they have locked it down. Now, the concern has been that when it comes to China and some of the information that we get from China, the facts are a funny thing when it comes to what you get there. And so the idea that they're shutting down whole cities because of Omicron seems a little odd. It's almost like it might be something more or worse if you want to go there. And they're just not letting it on. I know it sounds crazy that they would not let on things like viruses leaving labs, but that's not the point. The point is that why are we going? What are we doing here? Why are we doing this? Like, why are we still going? I don't know what we do now. Well, Jake knows. Jake said it before. I kind of mentioned it off the air. Jake, you know exactly why. It's the money. Money. Right. And it's outrageous. Like, we should not be going. We're going to do everything here in this country. We're going to lock down. We're going to have teachers' unions say, no, kids can't be into no classrooms. No, it's only virtual learning and that's it. We can't. Can't do it. We got a plexiglass and double, triple masks and N95s for people that Bernie Sanders wants to have. He wants to have legislation that everybody's going to get an N95 mask.
Feel the burn.
No, thanks. But yet we'll send athletes out to entertain us in a country that hates us and wants the destruction of this country, and has slave labor camps and other things. But there's nothing to see here. Everything is fine. All right. Did I mention that Ben Roethlisberger is the quarterback of the Pittsburgh Steelers and thinks that he can't win? It's just it's like, well, let's just have some fun, guys. Who's up for some fun? All right. 239-479-5592 is the talk and text line. We stream live. DrewSteele.com, the website, Steele as for ease. Thank you for watching and subscribing to the podcast. And right now, it is time for Drew's College of Political Knowledge. 4 questions on politics. The more you get right, the higher the degree. We'll see if you earn a PhD. Oh, it's loved by millions. All right, some people like to play Drew's College no matter what. I mean, there's a couple of people. All right, an Alva. There's like 3 people right now who are super excited, okay? 239-479-5592. If you want to play, you will win just for playing Drew's College a $35 gift certificate to Alda's Diner in Naples. Alda's Restaurant and Bar, otherwise known as Alda's Diner. People love it. I love it. It's a great place to eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And we'll get you a $35 gift certificate for breakfast for you, just for playing right now. By the way, at the corner of 951 and Vanderbilt Beach Road in Naples. 239-479-5592. 9th caller plays Drew's College next on Daybreak 92.5. Fox News, right all along with traffic. Here's Therese O'Shea.
Dealing with a lot of backed up roadways across Lee County, especially right now. We've seen a lot of rain showers early this morning, so conditions are messy out there. Heading through 41 near Fountain Lakes Boulevard in Estero. Crash causing major southbound backup south of Williams Road, approaching Coconut Road. Also dealing with a crash at Estero on Imperial Parkway at East Terry Street with roadblock and major delays heading westbound through the intersection. In Lehigh, a crash along Lee Boulevard at Westgate Boulevard, slowing down westbound and southbound traffic. Another crash at Lee Boulevard and State Road 82, crossing over between Buckingham and Lehigh. Also dealing with a crash now on Daniels Parkway at Pine Villa Lane with possible injuries and roadblock. Collier County roads not as bad as Lee, but definitely seeing backups on Immokalee Road. We have a lot of slowdowns between Collier Boulevard and I-75 heading westbound right now. And also dealing with a crash along Collier Boulevard in the 14,000 block. That's going to be right near the intersection of Vanderbilt Beach Road. That's your up-to-the-minute traffic. I'm Therese O'Shea. Wink News now.
Wink Weather Authority.
After a few scattered showers this morning, things should clear out this afternoon with mostly dry conditions. Highs in the upper 70s under mostly sunny skies, but very breezy conditions kicking in later this evening with wind gusts as strong as 22 to 25 miles per hour. I'm Wink News Weather Authority meteorologist Nash Rhodes.
After Drew, it's Glenn Beck 9 till noon. You've come to the right place. 92.5 Fox News. Right. All along.
Let's hear from Dr. Johnston at 596 Back.
Have you ever had pain down your legs or into your hips and thought, why is this happening? There's a large nerve that comes out of your back that runs down into your leg called the sciatic nerve. This nerve can get compressed by a bulging herniated disc, arthritis, stenosis, or scoliosis. This causes sciatica, which eventually can lead to back, leg, or hip pain, weakness, or numbness. Avoid the band-aids like anti-inflammatories, spinal injections, or painful surgery. Sciatica, as well as bulging disc neuropathy and stenosis, can now effectively be treated with non-surgical spinal decompression at Johnston Spinal Care, 596 Back. Spinal decompression decompresses the discs and nerves, allowing them to heal. FDA cleared, safe and comfortable. Make a decision to live life without pain. Call my office, Johnston Spinal Care, for a free telephone consultation. 596 Back. 596 Back. That's 596-2225.
Hey, it's Drew Steele. We're on the phone with our good friend TJ Meister, owner of the Floor Meisters in Naples. And listen, TJ, we know that when you're calling, something big is going on, something special is happening at Floor Meisters. Tell us a little bit about what's going on with the almost 1 million square feet of CoreTech inventory on hand. Talk about that.
Yes, I have the biggest selection in Southwest Florida, and I also probably have the biggest stock of CoreTech. Got almost 1 million square feet. I'm ordering it every day to keep up with demand and to make sure it's here, ready to go when you need it. I've got trucks rolling in every day. I'm buying for 3 to 4 to 5 months out to make sure you've got it. If you got a contractor who needs some floor and they can't get it, come see me. We probably have it here.
So when it comes to CoreTech, listen, you know where to go. The selection's unbelievable at Floor Meisters. And if you're a homeowner, contractor, installer, and you can't find what you're looking for, now's the time to visit their store at 6281 Naples Boulevard next to Costco or online at floormeisters.com.
After a car accident, you can feel like you've lost control. I'm Glenn Levine from the law offices of Anajar & Levine. Our team can help you understand your legal options after an accident. We will file your claim and fight for the full compensation you deserve. If you've been involved in a car accident, call the law offices of Anajar & Levine at 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733 for a free consultation. And take back control of your life.
Offices Fort Myers and Naples.
It's a new year and a great time to upgrade your cabinets. You want Sinclair quality. You want Sinclair craftsmanship. You want Sinclair cabinets. Sinclair Custom Homes now offers their handmade, built in the USA custom cabinets without having to purchase a Sinclair custom home. You can now have the same high quality furniture finished cabinets in your existing home. Upgrade your kitchen, your bath, your closets, even your garage. For details, visit SinclairCabinets.com. That's SinclairCabinets.com.
92.5 Fox News.
Drew's College of Political Knowledge is presented by France Eye Care. Better vision, better life.
It's Drew's
All right, let's go to Juan in L.A. Hello, Juan in L.A.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going well. It's Drew's College of Political Knowledge. 4 questions on politics. The more you get right, the higher the degree. We'll see if you're on a PhD or associate's degree question. Sir, starts right now. Hey, Juan, do you remember who won the Democrat nomination for President of the United States in the year 2020? Who was that? Democrat nomination for President of the United States in 2020. Who won that?
Oh, Joe Biden.
Yeah, that's Joe Biden. That's right. That's correct. All right. It took a second. It's okay. You got to let that coffee kick in. All right. So associates, we'll see if you get a bachelor's degree on this question. How many in the Bush family have campaigned for the presidency? How many in the Bush family have campaigned for the presidency?
3.
3 is correct, sir. That is right. All right. By the way, in case you don't know, it's Jeb, George H.W. Bush, and George W. Bush. Okay. All right. Let's see. Bachelor's degree. We'll see if you get a master's degree on this very question. Fireside chats. Maybe you've heard about a president giving radio addresses called fireside chats. Do you know which president that was?
FDR.
That's correct, sir. All right. You got a master's. We'll see if you get a PhD on this very question. Let's see. How many years do U.S. senators serve? How many years when they're elected? They serve for how many years?
6 years.
6 is correct, sir. All right, congratulations, Juan. You did well. You got yourself a PhD today on Drew's College. Congratulations, and you got yourself a gift certificate for breakfast at the great Alda's Diner, Alda's Restaurant and Bar at the corner of 951 and Vanderbilt Beach Road in Naples. It's fantastic. I love it. And stay there, okay? Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. 239-479-5592 is the talk and text line. We stream live, drewsteele.com. That's the website. Steele has 3 E's. Thank you for watching, subscribing to the podcast, and to our channel on Rumble. All right, more on the vid and some of the numbers coming up, and also... I didn't get to what Nikki Fried said just the other day. It's pretty funny stuff. She wants to be governor, by the way.
92.5 Fox News. Right. All along.
Refinance to today's low mortgage rates, and you could save up to $1,000 a month, plus tens of thousands in long-term savings. It just takes a 10-minute call to American Financing to get started. You'll get a custom loan with incredible savings, no pressure, no upfront fees. Pre-qualify for free at 800-777-8109 or visit AmericanFinancing.net. NMLS 182334, NMLSConsumerAccess.org.
Has this ever happened to you? My friend was telling me about his new pair of headphones, so I looked them up online. Now, everywhere I go is a creepy ad for those headphones I looked at one time. I hate that feeling like I'm being watched. I got DuckDuckGo and saw a difference right away. With one download, you can search and browse privately, avoiding trackers, all for free. It's that simple. Take back your privacy online with DuckDuckGo. Privacy simplified.
He hopes to change minds over changing rules. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. President Biden will have lunch with his fellow Senate Democrats, needing all of them to support getting rid of the filibuster on election reform to get around Republican opposition, but he has work to do.
With at least 2 senators, Manchin and Sinema still very much against it. Meanwhile, Speaker Pelosi announced last night the House will move forward today, voting on a consolidated bill to clear the way for the Senate to act.
Fox's Griff Jenkins. Republicans oppose the rule change and the voting reform. Senator Tom Cotton tells Fox
they're
election takeover bill would prohibit a lot of election integrity measures that Americans of all races favor.
Before he goes to the Senate, the president will tout his government's response to COVID. We've had a record surge of cases, but many are milder for those vaccinated. And CDC Director Dr. Rochelle Walensky says,
when compared to Delta, infections with Omicron were associated with a 53% reduction in adjusted risk of symptomatic hospitalization.
Despite that, there are record COVID patients in hospitals. The Biden administration will send medical teams to 6 states in need of more help. But the president's job approval ratings keep sinking. Fox's Tanya J. Powers has details live.
Dave, a new Quinnipiac University poll finds that President Biden's approval rating has dropped to 33%, the lowest mark of any major public survey during his presidency. And when you look at only registered voters who responded to the poll, the approval rating is a little better, 35%. It comes as inflation is at an almost 40-year high and COVID-19 cases continue to surge across the country. The poll finds that also that 58% of Americans believe democracy is in danger and 53% believe it's likely there could be another attack in the U.S. similar to that of January 6th. Dave.
Tanya calling the Capitol riot investigation illegitimate. House Republican Kevin McCarthy is refusing to cooperate. Democrats wanted to talk about his conversations with President Trump that day. America's listening to Fox News.
Getting it right all day and all night. 92.5 WFSX Estero. Fox News. Right all along.
This news update is presented by New South Window Solutions. Find them online at newsouthwindow.com.
Wink News, traffic.
Dealing with a lot of backed up roadways across Lee County, especially right now. We've seen a lot of rain showers early this morning, so conditions are messy out there. Heading through 41 near Fountain Lakes Boulevard in Estero. Crash causing major southbound backup south of Williams Road, approaching Coconut Road. Also dealing with a crash at Estero on Imperial Parkway at East Terry Street with roadblock and major delays heading westbound through the intersection. In Lehigh, a crash along Lee Boulevard at Westgate Boulevard, slowing down westbound and southbound traffic. Another crash at Lee Boulevard and State Road 82, crossing over between Buckingham and Lehigh. Also dealing with a crash now on Daniels Parkway at Pine Villa Lane with possible injuries and roadblock. Collier County roads not as bad as Lee, but definitely seeing backups on Immokalee Road. We have a lot of slowdowns between Collier Boulevard and I-75 heading westbound right now. And also dealing with a crash along Collier Boulevard in the 14,000 block. That's going to be right near the intersection of Vanderbilt Beach Road. That's your up-to-the-minute traffic. I'm Teresa O'Shea. Wink News now.
Wink Weather Authority.
We'll start things off with scattered showers this morning before things clear out in the late morning and early afternoon with mostly dry conditions in the forecast. Highs are in the upper 70s under mostly sunny skies. Expect breezy conditions to kick in this evening, but by this weekend, will remain in the mid-70s. It's not until Sunday into Monday. Our next cold front will bring rain chances. That'll also drop our highs into the upper 60s to kick things off in the upcoming work week. I'm Wink News Weather Authority meteorologist Nash Rhodes.
Does 92.5 Fox News have a live stream? You bet. Go to rightallalong.net.
Hi, this is Earl Ron, president of New South Window. If you need new windows or doors for your home, heads up, this message is for you. New South is having a one-day factory sale this Saturday only in our factory showroom. 40% off high-performance award-winning windows, 40% off energy-efficient windows and patio doors, 40% off our factory direct products installed. Bring in your measurements for on-the-spot pricing or call today. One day only, this Saturday from 9 till 4. New South Windows are made in Florida, for Florida homes, by Florida workers, and we guarantee them for life. Please visit us at newsouthwindow.com.
Hey guys, it's health and fitness expert Robbie Raw. Are you walking around in pain? Remember, it's not just about what shoes you wear, it's what's in them and how your body aligns from your feet on up. Learn more and find the location nearest you at goodfeet.com.
For the pizza guy.
Sweet, just in time. Game's about to start.
For the gotta run to the store guy.
The dip! Where are they? Hurry!
For the I have to take my kid to a birthday party today parent. The NFL playoffs are not spent on a recliner or a bar stool watching the games. Raiders, Bengals. Saturday at 4 on 103.3 and 105.9 Fox Sports Radio. 92.5 Fox News and the Fox Sports Radio app.
Wink was there
for the heartbreak.
From the Champlain Tower. Wink was there for the tragic conclusion.
Those remains were found to be human remains. Wink was there for the justice.
How do you wish to plead?
I plead guilty.
Wink was there.
I'm really sorry. And there.
And there.
Confirmed tornado. Which is why you need to be here. Wink is there when news happens.
And first, when news breaks, we know you'll agree.
The place to be at 3
is Wink TV.
Tonight, Jared Padalecki is back as Walker.
The star is only as good as the person wearing it.
He must let go of old friends.
Losing Mickey, it hurt. She was the partner I didn't realize I needed.
And embrace family.
You're my brother. You are my partner, too.
And when it comes to justice,
these people are dangerous.
He will never step down.
I can answer that call. Let's go.
Walker, followed by Legacies, only tonight on the CW.
Tonight starting at 8 on the CW.
Lusk, Dresites, and Talisano believes winning cases is no accident. Your case is important. Pick a firm with resources to actually prosecute your case. If your case is accepted, you're guaranteed to not pay a single penny in fees or costs unless you get a favorable settlement or verdict. Lusk, Dresites, and Talisano has over 35 years of experience handling personal injury cases in Florida. Visit ldtlaw.com for a free consultation today. Winning is no accident. Lusk, Dresites, and Talisano. ldtlaw.com.
We believe in better. A better way to invest, a better way to serve you, and a better result. We can help you determine how much risk you're taking, red flags that could be potential problems for you, how much you're paying in fees or commissions, potential tax liability, or even how to address Social Security.
Tune in to WealthWorks Radio with Eric Carney every Sunday morning at 9 a.m. on 92.5 Fox News Radio.
Thank you for waking us all up out here.
For all you do.
And thank you for giving us the voice.
For being out there helping to keep the constitutional republic.
I want to thank you for
your support for veterans in the military.
Educating us.
Standing up for conservatism.
Giving us the truth.
Daybreak with Drew Steele.
Hey, good morning, Southwest Florida. Glad you're here. 239-479-5592 is the talk and text line. Streaming live, drewsteele.com, the website. Steele S3Es, thank you for watching, subscribing to the podcast, and subscribing to our channel on Rumble. This audio is remarkable, and it just came across on my feed, and I can't even believe some of what I'm seeing here from this interview just a little while ago on the Today Show with the Vice President of the United States, Kamala Harris, who looks mighty angry, and some of this audio is remarkable. Congressman Byron Donalds is joining us right now on Daybreak 92.5 Fox News. I just had this audio come over my on my feed of her interview. Mm-hmm. I have to play some of this for you because you have to listen to this.
Please do.
Oh, yeah, because you're not going to believe some of this. Okay. All right. First of all, good morning. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm interested to see what the vice president has to say today.
Oh, you're not going to believe it. Okay. So this was just from a little while ago, a one-on-one with the vice president on the Today Show. All right. First, they started out with the tests and a question about what's going on with these tests. They were supposed to be out. When are they going to be coming out? Here's the question and answer.
The 500 million tests that have been ordered that are going to be sent to every American. Do we know when those are going out?
Shortly. They're going to go out shortly.
They've
been ordered. I have to look at the current information. I think it's going to be by next week. But soon. Absolutely soon. And it is a matter of urgency for us.
Should we have done that sooner?
We are doing it.
Okay. We're doing it, Congressman. Okay. I thought this was supposed to be done already. I thought it's weird. They have no plan for this when it comes to these tests. It's unbelievable.
I just want to tell the people that voted for Joe Biden because they were upset about tweets. We told you so. This man is a failure at everything. Even Barack Obama said, don't underestimate Joe Biden's ability to screw things up. He's awful. And she's no better because her job, frankly, is to try to at least make this look good like they're doing it all. But she comes out with these weird answers and these weird responses. And when she doesn't do that, she's laughing about it. I mean, look, I'll tell you up here, there's no credibility in that White House. Everybody in the House knows it, both sides of the aisle. But this is where we are. Yeah. Unfortunately, elections do have consequences. But the good news is that because they're so terrible, it's actually limited some of their true damage they wanted to cause and the Marxist left wanted to cause.
Yeah. Yeah. It's pretty shocking how she's answering a lot of these questions, especially when it comes to COVID and testing. And maybe we'll get back to that in just a little bit. But here is something else that I wanted you to comment on that she was asked about, and it has to do with this voting rights fight. And she had a comment on this. So let me play some of this audio, and maybe you can comment here.
I will not absolve the 50 Republicans in the United States Senate from responsibility for upholding one of the most basic and important tenets of our democracy, which is free and fair elections and access to the ballot for all eligible voters.
What about Senator Manchin? What about Senator Sanders?
I don't think anyone should be absolved from the responsibility of preserving and protecting our democracy, especially when they took an oath to protect and defend our Constitution.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I'm laughing. That's not really nice. I just can't even believe she's saying this. And boy, is she angry. She's mad. And especially after, and I'd like you to comment on this, what the President of the United States said in Georgia yesterday. That speech was, and I'll say it, it was outrageous, that speech made by the President of the United States.
Well, I called the president a hypocrite yesterday on Fox over this speech because it was an abject disaster. But I'm going to focus on the vice president for a moment.
Yeah.
Here's the deal. It's the Republican Party that actually voted for and pushed the Voting Rights Act of 1965. The Democrat Party actually opposed it. They wanted to hold it up. And to be truthful, the four iterations of the Civil Rights Act, the five, they were being held up by Democrat filibusters in the Senate. That's the history of not only the Civil Rights Act, but also the Voting Rights Act. That being said, the thing that they want is this thing called pre-clearance. They want that back, where it doesn't matter what your election jurisdiction is. If you make any changes to polling locations, precinct times and dates and all that kind of stuff, you have to get it approved by the Voting Rights Division of the Department of Justice, which is one of the most radical departments in the Department of Justice in the entire government. They are radicals in that department. The left wants they want Collier County, Lee County, Manatee County, whatever, that if you move precinct locations, you have to get it approved by the Department of Justice. That's what's in this bill. That's what they're screaming about. But if you look at what Florida's done in election law, I voted on 3 different versions of elections reforms in Florida. We've made it actually simpler and easier to vote. The only thing we say is you can't go and collect other people's ballots and return them. And because we say that, Joe Biden runs out there talking about Jim Crow 2.0 when it's harder to vote in his state,
right,
frankly, than it is in the state of Georgia. And with respect to California's law is an absolute joke. They have same-day registration. They don't postmark ballots. It's a mess out in California. That's what they want for the entire country.
Yeah. And just so you know, and everybody listening, Congressman Byron Donalds joining us on Daybreak 92.5 Fox News. On this issue of these changes, they've even lost Jake Tapper in CNN. And I don't know if you heard this audio, but let me play a little bit of this after the speech. Listen to this.
But going over a lot of these election laws, I went in preparing for today, and I saw, you know what? New Jersey doesn't allow ballot harvesting, and that's a Democratic state. Delaware doesn't allow the kind of early voting that a lot of other states do. How come? But then the journalist in me, as well as the cynic, says, well, how come Democrats only complain about the strict voting regulations in red states, in Texas and Georgia, and not in Democratic states?
Yeah, that's a great It's a great question. They've lost Jake Tapper on the issue. I mean, it's pretty obvious, but again, it's going to take a lot of messaging and talking about this and letting people know exactly what they're trying to do.
Well, I think the key thing is that, Republicans, we can't just sit back and just snicker and be like, oh, look at them, they're so silly. I mean, we have to take this stuff head on because what they're trying to do is reset the narrative. They want people to believe, they want people to think that Republicans are taking away voting rights, just like they want people to think that a stupid blue surgical mask is going to protect you from COVID-19. Yeah. Like, that is dumb. But they are so consistent in with their approach, people end up believing this stuff. And so we have to set the record straight. We cannot let them get away with this again because, I mean, listen, Drew, they've screwed up everything.
Yeah.
And that's not even hyperbole at this point. They have screwed up everything. So the only place they have to go is try to gin up their base and just try to get somebody to be motivated about electing Democrats in 2022.
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to happen, but that's the only place they can go politically.
Right. Congressman Byron Donald is joining us on Daybreak 92.5 Fox News. Hey, listen, taking a 30,000-foot view at this, because ultimately we're all going to have to figure this out. And I need you to kind of look at this, and this might be one of the tougher questions. I don't know. Maybe it is. You know, you hear inflation rising 7% over the past year, the highest level since 1982. These astronomical numbers that continue to go on, and we can't go on like this. We're going to start pushing wheelbarrows full of cash to go pay for bread. I mean, is that where we're heading? But the bigger question is this: how ultimately? I mean, I know you've thought about this and you've talked to people about this as well. It's going to be really tough to turn this around. I wonder how we're ultimately going to do this. Obviously, it's going to be from leadership, and it's going to be from making sure that we don't have certain people in office, and those changes are important. But ultimately, boy, this is long-term. This might be, I hate to say it, short-term pain for long-term gain on turning the corner on what is something that is just running away from us. Have you thought in depth about that? And like, what do we do?
Yeah, I actually have, and we got to do a couple of things. Number one, there's a lot of COVID stimulus that still is sitting out there that's supposed to be going down to states this year. That all needs to be turned off. That money needs to not go out. It needs to come back. The states and the localities who were planning on having new federal money coming in to do, God knows what with, because frankly, most of them have no idea what to do with all this money.
Right.
We got to pull it back. And that's, people aren't going to like it, but that's just the way it is. Number two, the Federal Reserve, and I think Jerome Powell signaled this yesterday, they're going to have to shrink their balance sheet. They're going to have to raise interest rates.
Yep.
It's not going to be pretty, but this is what needs to be done, because if we don't get this under control, really this year, it's going to be bad for our country for the next several years. And so, unfortunately, this is what happens when you have poor fiscal policy coming out of Washington, D.C. I mean, this fiscal policy has been wretched. I've never seen anything like this.
Yeah.
But we have to pull that stuff out. The third thing is that we have to make sure that business owners can really just get back to work. And that means not just looking at the money we spend, but also looking at environmental policies that have actually crippled and hurt business owners. Like, one of the reasons we have the supply chain issues we have is in part because of environmental policies. We need to go in and do stuff about that as well. So that's the short, to be short and brief to the point.
Yeah.
That's kind of where we need to go.
Right. Yeah. And certainly not paying people to sit on the sidelines as opposed to being in the game and working. That's about policy. And really just getting this money out of circulation. That's an important point in this, right? It's not just what's out there already and pretty much pulling it in and burning it. Like we just literally have to get it out of circulation. But it's also what you've talked about before, which is the money that's been sitting on the sidelines that's just waiting to be spent. We gotta make it so that can't be put back into circulation, right? Or into circulation to begin with. That's a huge point. Yeah.
Listen, the one thing in Washington that people on my side of the aisle, my thought process, we hate is that if Washington says it's going to spend something, and then you look at the new data and you say, you know what, we shouldn't spend that, we're going to pull it back. The Democrats run around with their hair on fire like, oh my gosh, you're taking money away from people. We never sent the money, but we just said we would. It's not going to work. You got to pull it out. And if you do that, they say you're cutting spending, you're taking money out of the hands of people, so on and so forth. That's why we can never get our budget under control up here.
Yeah.
It's a real mess.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, Congressman, this is why we're so glad that you are there and fighting for us, because you've got answers to these questions, and it's so important that people do that. It's not about a good talk. It's about plans, action plans, things that we can put in place to make a difference, and you've got that, and so we appreciate that, and that's awesome to hear. All right.
Did I have better answers than the vice president?
Oh wait, you want more? You want more in the vice president? You want to hear?
No. I just wanted to know if I had better answers than the vice president.
Yeah. Well, I got even more. Listen, when you leave, I got more audio to play because it keeps coming over my feed, and I can't believe the things that she's saying. Oh, she was asked about. It was great. They were asking her whether or not we're going to see the same Democrat ticket in 24.
Oh boy.
You got to hear.
Ooh,
yeah.
wow.
Do you want to?
What's going on right now on the Today Show? Like right now?
Yeah. Well, it just finished up, I guess. Do you want to hear? Do you want to hear? Do you want to hear her answer? Or do you have time?
Yeah. Well, I got time. I want to hear this.
Okay. All right. Here we go. All right. So this is the reporter asking Vice President Harris one-on-one with the Today Show this morning. Listen to the question. Here, wait. All right. Ready? Here we go.
Are we going to see the same Democratic ticket in 2024?
I'm sorry, we are thinking about today. I mean, honestly, that I know why you're asking the question, because this is part of the punditry and the gossip around places like Washington, D.C. Let me just tell you something. We're focused on the things in front of us. We're focused on what we need to do to address issues like affordable child care, what we need to do to ensure.
So there have been no conversations about 2024?
The American people sent us here to do a job. And right.
Oh, it doesn't get better.
All I got to say is this. I had to laugh, but here's the deal.
Yeah.
Everybody's seen those press conferences with like a football coach or a basketball coach when you know that person's about to get fired, and they always ask like, "Have you thought about coming back next year? What's that look like? Do you think you have the vote of confidence of the owner?" That's what she was just at, and she was looking terrible.
Yeah,
trying to answer. Oh my gosh!
Yeah,
I told you, Drew. It's a mess over there. It's an absolute mess.
It is. All right, Congressman Byron Donalds, I appreciate you. All the best. We'll see you soon. Okay.
Take it easy.
All right, we'll see you. 239-479-5592. You have to see her face. Her face is priceless. She's not happy she's being asked this question. Is there a little bit more on this?
Right now, there's a lot of work to be done, and that's my focus.
It sounds
sincerely.
Like you're at least familiar with some of the punditry. I don't know if you've heard that there's been some talk about a Biden-Cheney ticket perhaps in 2024. Did you read that article?
I did not.
Oh my gosh, he went there. Oh, they're talking about. They're looking at the vice president in a one-on-one interview. It's like, they're talking about you being replaced. To Congressman Donald's point. It's like, I don't know. Listen, we gotta keep moving the ball. We gotta keep moving. You're not moving the ball. The ball's not moving. You're going backwards. The ball's bouncing around and it's heading in the wrong direction. Oh man, that is priceless. I wonder if I should just make the top 5 audio clips coming up, Jake. Just this interview from the Today Show of Kamala Harris. Should I do that? I don't know. I don't know. You text me and let me know, yes or no. Just text the word yes or no. 239-479-5592. There's that many clips that I could do it. All right. It's Daybreak 92.5, Fox News, right all along.
When listening to the radio in your car, remember to always drive on the right side of the road. Keep it here on 92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
It's a new year, and for businesses, that means a new start. Whatever the year ahead holds, now Comcast Business is making it easy to get going with the Ready, Set, Save sale. Get started with fast and reliable internet and voice for $35 each a month when you buy both. And save with a 2-year price guarantee. Switching is easy with flexible installation times. And you'll also get backing from an expert team 24/7, so you can focus on planning the year ahead. Plus, for even more value, ask how to get free installation and 1 month free with a qualifying bundle. Get a great deal for your business with the Ready, Set, Save sale today. Comcast Business, powering possibilities. Limited time offer. Restrictions apply. New Comcast Business 35 megabits per second internet and one voice mobility customers only. Early termination fee applies. Requires EcoBill and autopay. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. 1 month free and free installation offer ends 2/2022. Call or go online for details.
Tell you about my water heater?
Not lately.
Supposed to take it for granted, right?
Well...
until it stops working, which it did.
Been taking care of it, though, right?
What?
Professionally flushed out every year?
Nobody told me that.
I thought everyone knew
What
that.
else don't I know about water heaters?
Dave.
Have to scrape off the barnacles?
Dave.
Next you'll tell me I need to change the timing belt and upgrade the firmware just so I can enjoy my rainfall shower head with water that's maybe just a little warmer than actual rain!
Dave, so what's the best case scenario?
Best case? Okay, I make one call, someone comes out and fixes my water heater today. Maybe comes back to do that maintenance stuff.
That's best?
Well, yeah, but...
That's best. Best Home Services. They always have 4 plumbing trucks standing by waiting for last-minute calls.
They do all the...
Yes, they do.
GetBest.com. When something goes wrong, we're waiting.
So I can't take my water heater for granted?
Or your air conditioner.
What?
Hello, I'm Brian Resney, president of Resney Wealth Management and host of the Resney Wealth Report and TV show on the weekends. Investors come to my TV and radio shows to learn and to get educated so they can make better decisions about their retirement and their portfolio. What's your risk management strategy? Are you willing to subject your portfolio to another massive decline in a set it and forget it strategy, or are you looking for a difference? Listen to my show Sunday mornings, 10 to noon on 92.5 Fox News Radio.
Well, hello there. I am the Guitar Hotel. I have over 3,000 of the newest slot machines and nearly 200 table games with real cards and real dealers. Come experience my incredible lineup of restaurants, bars, and of course, Hard Rock Live. Or spend a day soaking up the sun in my 18 acres of poolside paradise. I can't wait to meet you. Visit hardrockholly.com to find out more.
If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Let's roll, America. Get $5,000 over the KBB.com value for your trade-in during Naples Nissan's Let's Roll America sales event. Hey, Southwest Florida, Aaron Walker here. Come roll with us at Naples Nissan and get $5,000 over the KBB.com value for your trade-in, whether it runs or not. Push, pull, or drag it in if you have to. Choose from over 200 new Nissan models in stock, ready to drive home, and all backed by Naples Nissan's exclusive unlimited mile lifetime warranty. Get $5,000 over the KBB.com value for your trade-in and get rolling in a brand new 2022 Nissan today. Don't miss the Let's Roll America sales event only at Naples Nissan on Pine Ridge Road. That's exit 107 off I-75 or naplesnissan.com. Offers on select models with approved credit and cannot be combined. Visit naplesnissan.com for full details.
Hi, I'm Thomas from Storm Shield in North Fort Myers. I'm proud to represent a company that provides a top quality product and stands behind the product and the installation. At Storm Shield, we provide Energy Star certified windows and doors, an exclusive life of home warranty which covers the entire product as well as the installation. All products are certified made in the USA. We have an elite status with Home Advisor and offer no obligation estimates. Most manufacturers have a line of products that meet a variety of budgets and options. Sometimes vendors bait top quality products to earn your business, but switch and install another. We understand that you want to protect your family and home from the elements for years to come. Our priority is ensuring your protection without breaking the bank.
Call Storm Shield today for a free, no hidden cost, exact to the penny quote at 239-491-7002. That's 239-491-7002. Or visit on the web at stormshieldSWFL.com. License number CGC A60475.
Searching everywhere for great prices on appliances? No, you're not, because you have better things to do. Besides, Good Deals has it for less, and they have plenty of items in stock despite shortages everywhere else. Remember, Good Deals guarantees the lowest price on everything they sell. Find a lower price anywhere, and Jay will beat it, guaranteed. Visit one of the showrooms in Fort Myers, Naples, and Cape Coral, or shop online at GoodDealsAppliances.com.
Good Deals Appliances. Have we got a deal for you?
Tee off for a great day of golf at Coral Oaks Golf Course in Cape Coral. Enjoy excellent playing conditions, GPS golf carts, a large driving range and practice area, plus Knickers Pub. Also sign up for one of Coral Oaks' comprehensive golf schools. The session's running January through April. You're sure to improve your game. Book tee times up to 7 days in advance at CoralOaksGolf.com. We'll see you at Coral Oaks, where every day is a great day.
Wink was there, for the heartbreak.
From the Champlain Tower.
Wink was there for the tragic conclusion.
Those remains were found
to be human remains. Wink was there for the justice.
How do you wish to plead?
I plead guilty. Wink was there.
I'm really sorry. And there.
And there.
Firm tornado. Which is why you need to be here. Wink is there when news happens.
And first when news breaks, we know you'll agree.
The place to be at 3
is Wink TV.
Tonight, Jared Padalecki is back as Walker.
The star is only as good as the person wearing it.
He must let go of old friends.
Losing Mickey, it hurt. She was the partner I didn't realize I needed.
And embrace family.
You're my brother. You are my partner, too.
And when it comes to justice,
these people are dangerous.
He will never step down.
I can answer that call. Let's go.
Walker, followed by Legacies, all new tonight on the CW.
Tonight starting at 8 on the CW.
I'm Chris Foster. With some hospitals understaffed and slammed by coronavirus cases, President Biden's announcing more federal help.
The plan is to send medical teams to New York, New Jersey, Ohio, Rhode Island, Michigan, and New Mexico to help medical personnel in hospitals that are strained due to COVID cases. The U.S. reported more than 894,000 new COVID infections in the past 24 hours, with more than 2,400 COVID deaths.
Fox's Tanya J. Powers. The president has lunch at the Capitol today with Senate Democrats to talk about changing Senate rules to pass voting rights legislation.
It has been blocked by Republican filibusters, but changing the filibuster remains elusive. It requires the support of all 50 Senate Democrats. At least 2, West Virginia's Joe Manchin and Arizona's Kyrsten Sinema, have not signaled their okays to alter Senate rules.
Fox's Jared Halpern. Republicans in Congress are calling the voting rights legislation an attempted power grab by Democrats. America's listening to Fox News.
This update is presented by Stevie Tomato Sports Page in Fort Myers, Cape Coral, and Naples.
Wink News, traffic.
Dealing with a lot of backed up roadways across Lee County, especially right now. We've seen a lot of rain showers early this morning, so conditions are messy out there. Heading through 41 near Fountain Lakes Boulevard in Estero, crash causing major southbound backup south of Williams Road, approaching Coconut Road. Also dealing with a crash at Estero on Imperial Parkway at East Terry Street with roadblock and major delays heading westbound through the intersection. In Lehigh, a crash along Lee Boulevard at Westgate Boulevard, slowing down westbound and southbound traffic. Another crash at Lee Boulevard and State Road 82, crossing over between Buckingham and Lehigh. Also dealing with a crash now on Daniels Parkway at Pine Villa Lane with possible injuries and roadblock. Collier County roads not as bad as Lee, but definitely seeing backups on Immokalee Road. We have a lot of slowdowns between Collier Boulevard and I-75 heading westbound right now. And also dealing with a crash along Collier Boulevard in the 14,000 block. That's going to be right near the intersection of Vanderbilt Beach Road. That's your up-to-the-minute traffic. I'm Teresa O'Shea. Wink News now.
Wink Weather Authority.
We'll start things off with scattered showers this morning before things clear out in the late morning and early afternoon with mostly dry conditions in the forecast. Highs are in the upper 70s under mostly sunny skies. Expect breezy conditions to kick in this evening, but by this weekend, will remain in the mid-70s. It's not until Sunday into Monday. Our next cold front will bring rain chances. That'll also drop our highs into the upper 60s to kick things off in the upcoming work week. I'm Wink News Weather Authority meteorologist Nash Rhodes.
Whether you're commuting to the office or driving to the beach, always stay to the right with 92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
Steven Tomatoes Sports Page. Come for the food, stay for the sports.
It's Big Al from Stevie Tomatoes Sports Page. Do you feel American pride and want to shout, God bless America? As a son of immigrants who came through Ellis Island, I stand when the national anthem plays and get emotional thinking of those who have sacrificed for America's greatness. At Stevie's, we're filled with gratitude for our great customers and the country we live in. The firemen, police, emergency service, construction workers, and those who go about each day providing the foundation for our country. We love our customers and express our gratitude with our food, service, and value. Thankful for your dedication for what you do. And to all our great customers, show your love for this great country by going to any Stevie's. Stand at the bar and say loud and clear for all to hear, God bless America, and I'll buy you a 10-ounce beer. Restrictions apply in Cape Coral, Fort Myers, and Naples. God bless America.
Steven Tomatoes Sports Page. Come for the food, stay for the sports.
Hi, I'm Ty Laster, managing partner and CEO of Key City Capital. So why are we here in Southwest Florida? Well, at KCAP, our mission is to connect capital to wealth for all of our partners through passive real estate investments. And very simply, we generate and distribute double-digit returns for our investors by investing in single-family homes and apartments and unique alternative cash-flowing asset-backed investments.
Call us today at 239-330-2080 or check us out online today at kcap925.com.
Fox News listeners, Saturday morning is the perfect time to talk boats and water fun in Southwest Florida. This is Adam Botana again from Baywater Sousa Boat Club. Join us every Saturday morning from 7 to 8 for the Baywater Boat Club Hour. We talk boats, fishing, boating hotspots, water quality, on top of Jake the Millennial and I just having fun on the radio. And if you don't have a boat, Baywater Sousa Boat Club has got you covered. Just call me, Adam, at 239-495-0455.
Getting older has its advantages. Early bird dinners, senior discounts, day drinking. If you're one of the millions turning 65 soon, it might be time to take a look at your insurance options. Original Medicare, Medicare Advantage, so much to keep in mind. At Millennium Physician Group, half our patients are 65 plus. No matter what insurance benefits you choose, make sure your Millennium primary care doctor is part of your plan and your connection to a healthier life. Millennium Physician Group. Connect today. 844-CALL-MPG, millenniumphysician.com.
Trust. It's the rock-solid foundation of Moran Wealth Management. Over 40 years ago, they began advising clients on ways to help meet their financial goals. 4 decades later, we've helped many reach their goals of providing for themselves, their families, and future generations. CEO Tom Moran has assembled an impressive team of professionals, each committed to the same core concept. Tom is recognized by Barron's as a Hall of Fame advisor. To be named a Hall of Fame advisor, the advisor has to have been ranked by Barron's consecutively for the last 10 years in any of their rankings. Let us earn your trust. Call 239-920-4440 or visit moranwm.com. Barron's rankings are based on data provided by thousands of advisors. Factors included in the rankings were assets under management, revenue produced for the firm, regulatory record, length of service, quality of practice, and client retention. Investment products and services are offered through Wells Fargo Advisors Financial Network, LLC, WFAFN, member SIPC. Moran Wealth Management is a separate entity from WFAFN.
After Drew, it's Glenn Beck 9 till noon. You've come to the right place. 92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
All right, here we go. It is time for the top 5 audio clips of the day. By the way, I just couldn't do it. I couldn't. We'll play some more of the audio from the vice president in the Today Show from this morning. It's remarkable what just took place just a little while ago. But here you go. Top 5 audio clips of the day. It's a 5 at 8:35.
Drew's Top 5 at 8:35 is brought to you by Moran Wealth Management. Isn't it time to review your portfolio options? Go to moranwm.com.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Drew's 5 at 8:35. Number 5.
The Senate is not a majoritarian body. The bottom line is very simple. The ideologues in the Senate want to turn the Founding Fathers, what the Founding Fathers called the cooling saucer of democracy, into a rubber stamp of dictatorship. Those are powerful words, but they're not mine. Every word of my speech today was originally spoken by our esteemed colleague, the senior senator from New York, Chuck Schumer.
The ultimate troll right there. Senator Tom Cotton on the floor of the Senate reading a speech from 2005 of Chuck Schumer saying, we can't get rid of the filibuster. No way. It's this would be an outrage. And spent 2 minutes talking about his speech, read it verbatim, and then said, oh, that's not my words. It's Chuck Schumer's words. Oh, man. And then put a picture of Chuck Schumer and his smiling face there on an easel there on the floor of the Senate. It was classic. It was just classic.
Number 4.
So if we're going to look ahead at what happens when this peaks and it ultimately goes down, as I've said on previous pressers here from the White House, that we're not going to eradicate this. We've only done that with smallpox. We're not going to eliminate that. That only happens with massive vaccination programs like we did with measles and with vaccines, but we ultimately will control it.
What? So wait a minute. So now Dr. Fauci is saying, well, we're not going to eradicate it. I've never said that before. Well, you kind of did. We're not going to eradicate it. Zero COVID. No. We're not going to do that. And we're not going to be able to do like mass vaccinations like with smallpox or whatever. No. We just got to control it. Really? You tell us this now, right?
Number 3. Not just among a few senators, but just about every senator, every single one of the 50 is talking individually to Joe Manchin, to Kyrsten Sinema. And they're saying things like, I'll lose my election if the legislature is allowed to do this in my state. We'll lose our majority, but more importantly, we'll lose our democracy.
Wait a minute. Is Chuck Schumer saying the quiet part out loud? Is he concerned about doing the right thing in states across the country where they are making sure that people will be able to vote and taking away the threat, the possibility of there being even more rampant fraud in a 22 election? Is Chuck Schumer saying the reason why we've got to pass this voting rights legislation is because otherwise we'll lose? Because there'll be less of a chance to cheat? I mean, is that what he's saying? Chuck Schumer, who loves the idea of blowing up the filibuster until it was 2005, when he talks about he doesn't want to blow up the filibuster and how dare you do this, but we got to do it now, but we can't do it then because it's an advantage to us, but we got to do it now because it's an advantage to us. It's the hypocrisy thing, right?
Hypocrisy is such a lovely word. For Democrats, it's so true.
Oh, you get a little bonus audio there. How nice.
Number 2.
If I can, Mr. President.
Let me ask you this question. How come Biden couldn't attract 20 people for a crowd? How come when he went to speak in different locations, nobody came to watch, but all of a sudden he got 80 million votes? Nobody believes
If you'll forgive me,
that.
maybe because the election was about you. If I can just move on to ask, are you telling Republicans in 2022 that they must press your case on the past election in order to get your endorsement? Is that an absolute?
They're going to do whatever they want to do. Whatever they have to do, they're going to do. But the ones that are smart, the ones that know, you take a look at how Carrie Lake is doing, running for governor. She's very big on this issue. She's leading by a lot. People have no idea how big this issue is, and they don't want it to happen again. It shouldn't be allowed to happen, and they don't want it to happen again. And the only way it's not going to happen again is you have to solve the problem of the presidential rigged election of 2020.
Mr. President,
if I'm...
Wait, one more question. I want to ask about a court hearing yesterday on January 6th. Judge Amit Mehta, he's gone. Okay.
He's gone. There he goes. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. The former President Trump hanging up. Bye-bye. Hanging up on an NPR reporter talking about the election of 2020. He's just like, yeah, I've had enough. Okay, bye-bye.
Number 1.
Are we going to see the same Democratic ticket in 2024?
I'm sorry, we are thinking about today. I mean, honestly, I know why you're asking the question, because this is part of the punditry and the gossip around places like Washington, D.C. Let me just tell you something. We're focused on the things in front of us. We're focused on what we need to do to address issues like affordable child care, what we need to do to ensure...
So there have been no conversations about 2024?
The American people sent us here to do a job. And right now, there's a lot of work to be done, and that's my focus.
It sounds
sincerely.
Like you're at least familiar with some of the punditry. I don't know if you've heard that there's been some talk about a Biden Cheney ticket perhaps in 2024. Did you read that article?
I did not.
That was just a little while ago on the Today Show, a one-on-one conversation with Vice President Harris. And the reporter's like, you realize they're talking about getting rid of you on the 24 ticket. I don't know what you're talking about. Hey, look, a duck.
Drew's 5 at 8:35.
Oh, man. Talk about an uncomfortable conversation. Oh, man, that was absolutely, you got to watch it. It was uncomfortable. And uh-oh. Hold on a second. Speaking of uncomfortable conversations. All right, here we go. It's the president of these United States, President Joe Biden, on the line with us. Good morning, sir. How are you?
Hey, great to be on with you, Dave Flex Seal. I love your product, man.
It's Drew Steele. Come on. At this point, it's Drew.
Whether you want to take credit for it or not, it's up to you, man. There's no shame in it. There's no shame in it.
Flex Steele. I don't even know what he's talking. Anyway. All right. Hey, listen, Mr. President, multiple news outlets, they're reporting that you're giving fewer press conferences and interviews. You okay back there?
Okay. Just had a little frog in my throat.
Yeah, I bet you did. Okay. What?
You said fewer press comforters in my president?
No. Press conferences. Is that what you're doing?
That's a bunch of malarkey, man.
Yeah.
Why don't you go back and check George Washington, his press conference record, man? That guy didn't do one damn presser. Not one. Go look in the archives. I'm not making this up.
Yeah.
Go see.
Yeah.
He always said, I can't talk to reporters, these damn wooden teeth, blah, blah, blah. Can you believe that?
No.
He blamed it on his choppers.
No.
Next time you try to fire a gotcha question at me, man, you do your research.
Yeah, okay.
Or ask me about George Washington. I know all about him. I was there.
I bet you were.
There.
Yeah, I bet you were. That's how old you are. Yeah. Anyway, we got to move on. So now you've been following the story out of Australia. The top player in men's tennis, Novak Djokovic, there was denied entry into Australia because he remains unvaccinated. He was unmasked around the date he tested positive for COVID. People are calling him the Aaron Rodgers of tennis. I don't know. Do you agree with the Australian government for initially not letting him in? What do you think?
No, I applaud Austria. Not only for that, but for the Sound of Music.
Australia, sir.
Yeah, that's the thing. Look, and by the way, I call him Novak Djokovic. That's what I call him.
Okay.
Look, they did the responsible thing. They're just trying to protect their people during a pandemic. But listen, it's like I always say, Lou, when it comes to the COVID and all the variants, and I don't care, we could be talking about Delta Burke or Comic-Con, you got to take it seriously. You can't make any exceptions.
Yeah.
Can't make any.
Yeah.
That means no matter who you are, you got to play by the rules. And that includes a top athlete making millions of dollars like Kojak Jokey Dick there.
All right. We got to move on. We'll just switch topics. Okay. Sir, I hate to bring it up again, but inflation, it's really hitting Americans hard right now in the pocketbook. The price of meat in the grocery store is up 16% last year. Used cars up 37%. I mean, everything is just going through the roof. Prices fell for the 5th straight year before the coronavirus. So what are your plans to deal with all of this?
Hey, sometimes the things unexpected happen, man. Look, I got a plan on how to deal with the problem. You better believe I do, Stanley.
Yeah.
Look, folks, here's the deal. I know there's a tough times. The tough times, everybody's going through them. And tough times call for tough acting to acting. Oh, man, I was thinking of John Madden, God rest his soul. That's not what I meant to say, but, he was so good in those commercials, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. Okay, yeah. But about meat prices, let's switching gears. Hold on, okay. Look, I want to address something else. January 6th, the speech the other day, your most forceful speech. I mean, you kind of got people a little upset, me included.
I sure did. That speech that was by design. That was inventional.
You mean intentional?
Yeah, is there an echo? There's an echo in here, Jack? No, seriously, that was the most fired up speech I've ever given my entire pregnancy, man.
That could be. All right.
Sure.
Now, in the spirit of bringing America together, we have some listeners who wanted to express their opinion about your speech. Is it okay to take some calls?
Well, sure, Bub. I love talking to all Americans, even your listeners. I know they're not all fans of mine, but bring them on.
All right. 239. All right. Hold on. All right, hold on. 239-479-5592. We'll take some calls for you right now. All right. If you want to call in and speak to the president, Jake, line one. Who do we have? Line one. Who's this?
Yes, I'm calling from Florida. Where you are, but not Mar-a-Lago, just regular Florida.
I know who this is.
Come on, man. It's a plant, man.
Good morning, sir. How are you today?
It's Ronald Trump. And I want President Biden.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I thought it was somebody. Wait, hold on a second. Hold on. I thought it was somebody else. So you're saying that your name is Ronald Trump. Okay, I'm trying to follow. Okay, got it. Okay.
And I work in a factory in West Palm Beach. I'm a welder. I do a lot of welding.
All right, yeah.
And,
the President Biden, he's a disgrace for his January 6th speech. He should be ashamed of himself. Frankly, I was embarrassed for him. There's so many tremendous lies throughout that whole speech.
Wow.
Not true at all, man. Hold on.
Wow, what? Wow. Okay. I know this sounds incredibly like the 45th president of the United States, Donald Trump. But anyway,
you know what? Everybody at the factory tells me that I sound just like a big strong guys in the factory, with tears in their eyes. They say, "You sound like the greatest American president we've ever had." And I'm like, "I'm sorry, but I'm just a welder."
Okay,
just a welder.
All right, we know it's you anyway.
Drew, you are a bigly good detective. I thought I had you going there for a second.
Yeah, okay.
I was disguising my voice and everything. Hey, Sleepy Joe, how's the Build Back Better bill doing? Still dead on arrival? Oh, shut up, man.
All right, hold on a second.
Riling him up. I love riling him up.
I know, and I love you do that too. All right, former President Trump. First of all, he's staying healthy. Everything good. The record-breaking COVID spread that's going on.
Can we not talk about the COVID anymore? I mean, I call it the big Omicron. The Omicron. You know, seriously, I don't get all the fear, Drew. I don't get it. Yeah. But that's because I've got more antibodies in my little finger than Dr. Fauci has in his entire body.
Yeah, probably.
Did you see him tussling with Rand Paul the other day?
I know.
Poor Fauci. I mean, can you imagine losing an argument to a guy with a homemade toupee like Rand Paul?
Oh, be nice. Be nice about his hair. Be nice. Be nice.
Anyone buying that on purpose. Come on.
Okay.
Little Fauci. What a whiny little doctor. Whiny little Fauci.
Yeah.
Where did he get his medical degree? Munchkin land? Look, Fauci represents the liberal elite, the liberal elite.
Very nice.
And in the name of the liberal elite, we should send him back to Munchkin land. Oh, that's not fair, man. That's below the belt there. Come on.
It's funny.
He's good. We had to custom order his lab coat because he's so small.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Okay. All right, hold on. GOP Senator Mike Rounds, Mr. President, told ABC News' George Stephanopoulos that the 2020 election was fair. We simply didn't win. And your election fraud allegations are unfounded.
Look. My only question is, why would George Snuffleupagus be interviewing a senator whose own family was probably sitting there going, I think we know that boring schmuck from somewhere, don't we? Does he look familiar? Seriously, Senator Rounds was on that show. Yeah. The ratings fell harder than Chris Christie on an icy Taco Bell parking lot in New Jersey. Okay? Seriously. Come on. Be honest.
I am being honest. All right, I don't know. I'd
like to reclaim my time, Danielle Steele. Come on, man.
Gotta go.
Time for a nappy poo, Sleepy Joe.
Okay, we gotta go. All right, goodbye.
Stay huge, Drew.
I am. All right, we gotta go. Goodbye, Mr. President, President Biden.
I'm ready to start the interview, man. Whenever you're ready.
Okay. It's gonna sound like the phone's hanging up. Just keep talking. It's okay, all right?
Oh, okay. What did he say?
All right, we gotta go. 239-479-5592. I don't really know what to say after that. I think we just go. That's it. Glenn Beck is next. Have a great day. Let's find out how the remainder of the forecast is shaping up today. It started like, it's felt like something out of the Northeast with cold and rain. And now, what do we have? Nash Rhodes, he's got it.
After a few scattered showers this morning, things should clear out this afternoon with mostly dry conditions. Highs in the upper 70s under mostly sunny skies, but very breezy conditions kicking in later this